What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to TFC. I was about to say Tuesday Pug Night, but it's Wednesday, and we've got a familiar face here joining us this evening as Young's going to be holding down the caster desk for our, I guess, special presentation. The community said, hey, you should host a April Fool's event, and then decided to crowdfund a prize pool, and they're like, here you go, make it happen. And so here we are. We're running a pug style tournament. First time we've ever done one with a real prize on the line, and we are going to be mixing things up, in my opinion, the Young way with running some random loadouts. So
what do you
Young
mean by
fella,
that?
good to see you. I feel like you're the pioneer. You know, you're on the bottom of the page there. Like they shouted you out on the website.
Oh,
yeah, they did.
Oh, you know what? The dev did reach out. And he said, hey, you know, traffic doubled on the site because of your video. I'm like, that's awesome. So I think we need to revisit that once again, which is crazy, not to say about that, but to say for April Fools, because I'm a fool year round. Why is April the only time that this happens? I'm a fool all the time.
It's your day.
But Sam, it is my big special day. It's like my second birthday. I am just excited to see what we're cooking up. I think we're kind of just building this thing as we're going.
Oh,
I think it's kind of how this is going to happen.
Listen, there's an ongoing joke about TFC events having a bit of scuff. This is going to be next level when it comes to scuff. All right, listen, I'm running Observer. I've maybe observed 5 games in my life, and I can't say any of them were that great, but we're going to try our best. And yeah, I'm going to be sad that Cody's not here, but he's doing cool IRL things and, you know, kind of hates us, I guess. So everybody can blame him.
Freak that guy. Everyone says
he's not here to defend himself. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but shout out to the community real quick for getting a prize pool together. This is pretty awesome. We're already at $190. I'm going to be keeping my eye on the PayPal over there. Top place, you know, we're doing it the same pug style. So number 1 in wins is taking home 50% of that prize pool. Second place taking home 30, and third place taking home 20%. So if you want to donate and contribute to the pool, you can type exclamation point exclamation point donate in chat to get our email, basically, to send it to PayPal, because I didn't have time to set up an actual page, you know. But along with that, if you want to join in on the action, this is one cool thing about running pugs is no open registration. Just join the Discord, hop in there. We're gonna be live for pretty much the next 2 hours. I know we're a little over on time, so we'll run it past 15 minutes past the hour. Why not? Got to give you the full 2 hours to get your games in. So, Young, order of operations for this evening is after each match that we watch here on stream, we are going to spin the wheel, which you and I are very familiar with. And
I do like spinning that wheel. I think there's a lot of good that's going to come out of this. Spoilers.
Yeah. And we are going to be basically spinning for each class. So we're going to do one loadout spin for light, medium, and heavy. You must run those gadgets. Now, if you are in pugs, listen, the VR system sucks. Okay, we all know it. If you don't have all the equipment unlocked, unfortunately, you should sit out that match or else you may get disqualified. I'm sorry, it's just the way it is. I will say, though, there is no restrictions on class. So if the light class gets a really crap roll, but the heavy class gets goated, run triple heavy. There's no stopping you. So I think we're going to see a complete mix-up of just all sorts of things happening this evening. And yeah, it's going to be a good one. So I think without further ado, Young, let's go ahead and spin that wheel. As I've seen the cue go ahead and pop. I picked the wrong scene. Hold on. Oh, see, it's already scuffed.
Wait.
Let's go ahead and spin that wheel.
Spin the wheel, baby. I think, you know, the quick spin, you know, quick spin option always was just a goated thing. You can't click that one, actually. That'll give you just a single spin. Fun fact.
Oh, really?
Oh, my God.
Okay, well, we're starting off hot with the light class. Going to be rocking the M11, Cloak, Smoke, H+ Infuser, and Thermal Bore. And listen.
That's almost a regular loadout. I think for some folks, this is their loadout. I'm just going to be honest. I mean, H+, Cloak, M11 by itself, already very good. All right.
Thermal Bore with the drop potential, too. So if heavy sucks, I mean, you do have the stall, at least. And Smoke for stealing. I mean, this is kind of nice.
This is kind of like... This is the rat light loadout, I think, really, if there is one. We're just missing Sonar Nade. I think we're chilling. Okay.
All right, let's hop over to the medium now, and let's go ahead and see what's going on here. So, spin number 3, because it's got to make you feel sad about what you're passing. Oh, we're seeing a new thing. The Chimera XB, the crossbow, is going to be rocking the medium over here, along with DMAT, Gas, Pirate, and Smoke. Actually, not a bad loadout as well. That's pretty good.
A lot of smoke, Sam. You know, I think we might be getting a little throwback to TS. What was it? TS Gaming, or if it was from the major quals.
TSG.
X5 Fears. TSG. There we go. It was TS Gaming. Yeah, a lot of smokes. Gas, smoke, pyro. Listen, not really. It's actually really funny. Each of these nades counters each other. So we're just gonna have to see what happens. This is kind of the rock, paper, scissors comp. But DMAT back to 3 charges. Chimera's in here. We have Pineapple asking, can we swap mid-match?
There's no swapping gadgets. This is your loadout, and you're not going to be able to change class. So, yeah, not really.
So no, we'll just say no.
So no.
You lock it in. You're there.
This is it. You will have some time, and yeah, let's go ahead and go to heavy real quick. But you will have some time to figure out your team comp and make your decisions. Again, these are in the April Fool's Day. Oh wait, I'm putting them in the wrong place. Oh, hang on.
Oh my. What are these loadouts? That's crazy. Look at this loadout. C4, Dome, Healing Mitter, Mesh Shield, BFR. BFR not that great anymore, but that's besides the point. Dome Shield, Mesh, and C4 on the randomizer actually goes crazy. These are some loadouts, actually, for one. Okay, so no mobility sucks. But I think with the wheel, too, we end up having no mobility like 90% of the time.
Yeah. There's only like 3 gadgets, really, right? Well, I guess the other pad and Shockwave now have added more to the mix, but you really only have Jump Pad, Zip Line, and then like Gateway, and that's it. And I mean, Dash, I guess, if you want to consider it on light, but it's not really team mobility like we're kind of probably thinking over here, Young. So,
Where are we posting these loadouts again?
So these are going to be in the LFG channel for April Fool's Day cash out. The same place where you're joining the queue is where your loadouts are going to be. So take some time, give yourself a few minutes to get your loadout straight, talk with your team. We've already got people ready to go. I just got to get in the lobby, and we'll hop in there in just a moment. But
I think you're just missing the heavy. I think we're being.
I got the heavy in there. Did I not get the heavy in there? No, the heavy's in there.
I see light.
I see it. Go to April Fool's Day cash out. Go to that channel.
You know what? There it is. I'm so wrong.
It's okay, because I put it in the wrong place to start with. So
it isn't my fault after all. I knew it. But look at these loadouts. Okay, we got, again, M11, got the Chimera in there, BFR, a lot of poke. I mean, there's a world where we see 3 light invises running around. I think really honestly, it might be just looking at these. This is not a terribly unbalanced like lineup if you go LMH here.
Yeah.
I would be curious. There is a world because Invis M11 is hard to beat, right? Double light heavy here. I'm not sure what people are going to run. I don't know. Initial thoughts, Sam. Again, these are actually pretty well balanced in the grand scheme of things. The biggest standout. Oh, sorry. Biggest standout for me. Heavy having Dome and Mesh. Like, you don't see that with the randomizer. Like,
no,
ever.
No, get it while it's hot. That's for sure. Because yeah, you do not run into it very often. We are going to be jumping into, by the way, Soul Under Construction as our map to start things off. The maps are randomly assigned. So, yeah, we're not going to waste any time, young man. I hope you've got game audio. You just let me know if things are broken along the way, all right?
I got no audio, but I got the visual.
All right, fair enough.
You know what?
I think there's just no audio yet. I think it always takes a second in the lobby for it to like.
Oh, you know what? Might be once. Nope, no.
There we go. Audio. There we go. I can see it on OBS. Can you hear it?
No.
No, we don't hear any audio. Okay, one second.
No audio.
Bear with me.
But regardless, take a look at these little copies here. First one, Navy Street Ninja Fart. What a name. Utopian Double Heavy Light. Again, light with the smokes. The everything for the heavy. Double medium heavy. We've got LMH. Got a little bit of everything to start this one off. Never really know what we're going to get.
Yeah, you should have audio now. Hopefully.
We are audioed up.
All right, huge. I'm gonna turn on X-ray. I know to do that first, and we're gonna get right into the mix. Yeah, man. We're going to start off here with the Kingfish pushing on to the Boundless here for vault number 1. Interesting choice here. Nobody taking up this first position. Gonna jump up for Utopian here. He's rocking that M11. Like we said, this was a big choice out of the roulette wheel there. Unfortunately, the Kinetic, who was frying in our last Pug night, literally yesterday on M11, already putting in the work there as they get a wipe onto the Kingfish.
Yeah, quick work there. Again, Healing Meter is going to get him back up to full. I just pinged you as well, so I'm getting double audio. Don't worry about that too much. But looking at the comps real quick, and we have an LMH, we got a double light heavy, we have a double heavy light, we have a double medium heavy. Almost every single, not every single one, but basically every single combination you can have, besides a triple heavy in there. There's a medium or triple light. But looking at the start here, box 2, not even touched yet. Not even gonna worry about it. They're still fighting over there. Big Splash versus what is that? The live wires. BFR in hand for Firo. He's trying to lay some shots here. Mesh taking down about 100 HP. He's just gonna try and let his team do the work for him here. I like men and way Faustify. Clean it up here. Just left a Fate Changer. He's not gonna do anything because he's all alone. Big Splash taking home that fight there, but looking back up at construction, Boundless versus Kingfish. Looks like Utopian's going to take down Shattered Sniper to open things up here. Nash going to go ahead and just try and keep him alive as well. No glitches, by the way. So really, you're going to have to burn through as many shields as you can. Utopian now pushing back up here with this team. It's just Pineapple King. Let's see if he can make something happen. He can't. It looks like this is going to be a box for the Boundless. Granted, if they don't stop it right here.
Yeah, this is a big steal opportunity for the side of the Boundless. That flip is going to actually go through there as Utopian takes a bunch of damage. Navy Street with his BFR. Guy has been putting in work on the heavy. He did say earlier, and also he's a big contributor to prize pool tonight, that he was going to be looking for flamethrower. So I hope that that actually shows up in the wheel for him. But unfortunately, it's going to be the M11 showing up here as he's going to take out Navy Street. That's Shattered Sniper there as he heals up Pineapple King. Going to continue to rein in with that M11 onto Utopian here. And on the other side of the arena, we're seeing that the Big Splash and the Live Wires are engaged in a fight. Fate Changer, last one remaining on the side over there, while Shattered Sniper goes ahead and looks to reset their team.
Yeah, look at the time, too. Not a lot of time left on A. Kingfish got to make something happen. They got smokes. They got double cloak. Maybe it's just send the heavy in there and let the lights go around and flank. But here come the shots. Pineapple King can take down the hash. Shatter Sniper goes down the flip. Not going to happen. Great stuff by the Balance to just hold on for a bit. Utopian giving him back shots, as the other casters like to say here. Going to go ahead and clean up there. Utopian goes big. And the Balance taking home box number 1. Box number 2. Big Splash in control. Wipe. Must have missed the fight against the Live Wires there. Jog, Fate Changer, and Kakashi trying to get their footing a little bit on that double medium heavy. And DMAT, in case you missed it, back to 3 charges once again. So kind of makes sense why we're seeing a little bit more, at least in my pub matches. Don't think B's changed hands. I don't think that's going to change any hands, in fact. But 3 going to get started by the Boundless champ.
Yeah, Utopian's already gone ahead and tapped this box. Is continuing to extend their lead here with that extra 1K in the pocket just for tapping the box here. Trying to find some sort of information onto the Live Wires, the thermal bore coming in, something that we don't see too often, but looking for that drop like we talked about. You know, the util does have C4 in the pool for the heavy, so, you know, we thought maybe we would go dropless. This is something that we run into a lot with random loadouts, but that won't be the case here. Meanwhile, Live Wires looking to somehow make an approach here at a bit of a standstill. Utopian going to close the gap onto Jog with that cloak. We're seeing a lot of change of pace of play typically here. You know, running cloak instead of dash. M11's a lot of times up in your face, just trying to get kills where they can. But it's going to be Kakashi who goes ahead and moves Vault 3, sneaks out of there without his 2 teammates. Curious to see what they can make happen here.
Watching Utopian Jog fighting is like watching my 2 favorite sons battling out. I don't know who to cheer for. But look at this box here. Are we going to see a little bit of a double? D on top of the helipad on... There's almost a construction on the hospital here. He's got Kakashi running for his life, trying to gather... Oh, preemptive breach drill. Or, sorry, the thermal bore trying to get out. But look at this. Utopian in a hot pursuit is going to get Kakashi down. Here he comes. Shots going to start ringing out there. But Utopian actually taking the high ground. Didn't realize it. But basically, here comes a swarm of the entire lobby. Kingfish right on that bridge there. Big Splash nowhere really. Oh, they're on the top after all. Everybody's here. It's like a Smash Bros. Introduction. Everybody has arrived. Everyone's here. Box not plugged yet. DMAT bringing that on down. There are so many colors on the screen. Oh my goodness. Great googly moogly. The plug goes to the Live Wires. They needed that money from last place to, well, not quite last place. Elbow will take out Firo. Jog doing great work there. That's 2 down for the Big Splash. Looking at the map here for just a sec. Live Wires down to 2. Boundless still 3 strong. I said Utopian goes down. Great shots with the Chimera. Will take down Ninja. Again, box control still in favor of Pink. They're still 2 up. A lot of teams bleeding folks right now. The res comes out. Live Wires back to full. I mean, they're kind of in control of this box here. 4. I don't know if anyone's even going to go for 4. If I'm the Kingfish, right, they do need this money as well. Why go through it? Like, take the money out, steal it. They're still 3 strong. This might be time to push. Shots ringing out with that M11. Again, the double light heavy for the Kingfish. It's going to be a lot of little mosquito behavior. Great opening pick there from Kinetic as well. And really, just need to kind of rush in there. There's only 2 of them, fellas. That's 1 more down. Phase Changer's out. It's just up to Jog. Can he make something happen? Boundless and Big Splash are both down, but a great explosive will deter them for a little bit. He's going to try and get the res. There's still time for the flip. I don't know if we need to go back in there already. Jog, he's going big. The D-Mat actually going to keep him alive for now. Letting his team coin in. Sam, what happened right now, fella?
Jog, unfortunately, doing a good job stalling that thing out, but it's just not going to be enough there as Kinetic comes in with that M11. We know how lethal they can be if you've watched Pug Nights for the last few weeks, as they've just absolutely shown through with that. I mean, taking home a couple match MVPs literally last night alone. They're nice and warm, starting things off hot. Utopian, though, looking like they're taking quite a bit of damage here in the elevator. And Young, one thing I wanted to mention is that Utopian actually peeled away from the rest of that fight earlier on and went ahead and started Vault 4. I'm not sure if that was the right move out of the balance because like you said, nobody really pushed it or created any contention, and all that you've got now is just an unlocked vault here sitting on the other side of Hospital.
Yeah, and even if you go for this, it's still the 12K, right? The 18K is going to spawn in just a sec, so even if you're going for this, I think Kingfish have gotten D locked down. I mean, there's not really a point for fight. Oh, the double. Oh, there's no way. Oh, my God. I thought they were going to get the double at the end. I was like, there's no way they can actually get away with that. Good read by the Kingfish trying to make it happen, but, you know, no cigar. Again, fellas, just fights for nothing right now. I think just go middle, play for the next box, right? You got to go for 5 at this point, right? The only 18K. I think they have the live wires on pink all the way already, you know, there already. Great wipe here from the Boundless. But again, 4 in the grand scheme of things, not going to get you that far. 5 tapped by the live wires. Now, money-wise, whoever plugs this on the side of the Boundless, I don't think it's going to matter, right? I think you really do just play for that 18.
Yeah, I agree. And on top of that, the amount of time it's actually going to take you to get that box moved across the map, 5 is kind of already in play. Like, this didn't stagger anything. You know, normally when boxes get off tempo like this, it kind of winds up in a similar situation as a double, but doesn't appear that's going to be the case here, as 5 is going to get its way worked into the mix. Plug, though, coming in for the Boundless. Going to jump up for Pineapple King here to see if they can get away with their life, fighting it out here against Ninja Fart. Some nice BFR shots. Rolling in. Gotta actually connect there and take out Ninja Fart.
Bro got the BF shards again.
He got the BF shards, I'm saying. Way Faustify there. Gonna equalize the fight. And Shattered Sniper is gonna trade that one out. Pyro gonna find Shattered Sniper as well. There is just Kinetic against Pyro. But unfortunately, Pyro is gonna go cut down as Kinetic, the name that I keep saying with that cloaked M11, gonna keep reigning in the damage. And this should be a flip, but they gotta get a move on to get this box under control, because as we can see, the Boundless already spawned in and probably getting into pursuit. Happening on the other side of the arena real quick, nothing. Looks like live wires are getting out potentially with their box. And as a reminder, Young, here for Pugs, the only way to book a win is to come in first. So expect a lot of doubles. Expect a lot of, honestly, griefing as well. It's very common here because if you're not first, you're last here at TFC Pugs. Utopian finding one there onto Shattered Sniper.
Yeah, just like my dad, Ricky Bobby. He did say that quite often. But again, not seeing too much of the smoke utilization here, right? We have a couple mediums, but even with the smoke, nothing can take it out. You have the gas for, you want to try and deter some stuff here, but the steel coming out. Smoke is now gone. Not a lot of cover. You got to stop him. Okay, shots aren't going to hit, but it's just a free flip for the Boundless. They're going to go ahead and take it out from underneath the Kingfish's nose. It's just up to Pineapple King, though, so I can't really blame the guy too much. But even looking at the money here, great timing. You only got 17 seconds left on this timer, and I don't think much is going to happen. All these teams fighting for their lives. This is great for the Boundless. Sure, the live wire's got the money. The steel coming out. They got to try and stop them. Kingfish on the steel. It's not going to happen, which leads the Boundless, Utopian, Ninja Fart, and Navy Street taking on match number 1.
Yeah, insane plays there by the Boundless. They knew that they didn't have to worry about that last cash out. They just need to hold on to the one there to take home the win. And that's 3 players, Young, already booking a win in this event.
You know, I've done the math. I mean, there's three players per team, so it kind of checks out. But the clean sweep, combat, objective, support. Look at that beautiful little end screen there. Thank you, Embark. Very cool. Yeah, I mean, it really was just chaos. I think, you know, great positioning by, I think, Utopian mainly, that light just doing a ton of work. 11. Oh, didn't know they slid off the screen like that.
Yeah. The private matches are a little bit bugged. What a surprise! New season.
It's like the big cane, the big cartoon cane pulled them off the screen there. But yeah, look at the scoreline. Utopian again, great positioning there. Kinetic as well. Scoreline here, 6,500 damage a pop. Doing what they can. I think the double light heavy kind of worked out. But again, that double dome, the smokes. I don't even know if this was a comp thing. It might have just been a momentum thing. I think Orange kind of just got things started early. They ran away with some boxes. Didn't have to deal with too much. They just kind of cleaned up kills, and that's how she went. I think just didn't see a lot of smokes, right? Everyone has smokes on this lobby pretty much, but no one really used them that much, or they were just underutilized. I don't know. I would think the steals would have been more plentiful, I guess is how I would look at it.
Yeah, lots of damage, like you said there. And don't want to spend too much time yapping because we got to spin that wheel so our team knows what to run next, Young. Is there anything on like your wish list that you're hoping to see here as we go ahead and spin it?
I want to see the hover pad. I think that'd be fun to see. Get a little something in there. Hey, 93 hours, so bad. Oh my goodness. What are these spins? Vanishing Bomb, Dash, Goo, and Gateway. That's a heck of a loadout. Okay. The light's eating good today. I don't know what they put on the site. What kind of multipliers put on the site here to make things nice for the lights. I want to see the hover pad. I want to see some goofy stuff. I don't know. Give me like the bottle or something. I don't know. Seeing a shotgun. Serb isn't making a heck of a... Oh, well.
Oh, well, would you look at that? Apparently, he's got a direct line to your mic or something.
Listen, don't worry about that.
Listen, hey, all I gotta say is look at that right there at the bottom. Look at that. Look at that fella right there. Cerberus and Hoverpad. I guess we're going to be seeing it.
I was going to say, Cerberus is making a bit of a comeback. I think a lot of people are starting to pick that weapon back up. Even some posts on Reddit saying Cerberus is the best medium weapon. I'm like, I don't know. I think it's all right. I think shotguns are, especially with the buffs to light, right? I think it's the matter. I guess it's more of a change to the SH1900 for the light. Shotgun's getting a bit of a tweak. We could be going a little bit into a shotgun meta for some of the classes. I think Heavy's still on that shack on the Lewis gun, things like that. Speaking of which, let's get a Lewis gun for the Heavy, eh?
Yeah, okay. Can you go 3 for 3? Oh, I saw it.
One.
I saw it. Can it re-roll? Can we get it back? No. We'll give you some close. Okay. That's pretty close.
Okay, double mesh. 2 matches in a row. Not bad. M60. Love it. But looking at the weapons here, so Serb, 93R, M60, I mean, even these are solid picks. I think, I want to see the hover pad come out a bit. I haven't seen too much of that. Would be very funny. Hover pad, you lock bolt the hover pad as people are jumping over like a pit or something, and then take the hover pad away. There is potential for some tomfoolery that I think we can see here today, Sam. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, there's definitely some tomfoolery as well, and I think we've got a lobby pretty much ready to go here in just a moment. Just waiting on one more person, it looks like, to join in. And Young, I feel like you want to go HML here with the options that you've got. It just seems like there's kind of good things on every single class. You've got Mesh. I'm trying to pull up the list again. So you got Mesh on the Heavy. You got Heal Beam on the Medium. And you got Dash on the Light. I mean, that's already your standard HML. And then you've also got Gateway, which I feel like is a must run. I mean, Lock Bolt, could go both ways. And I mean, I guess it just depends on your skills with the Cerberus. So, if you were putting together a team, what are you bringing in the arena?
I mean, like you said, you have to run Gate. I think regardless, if it's only these 3 choices, Gateway's a must, right? You're running Light. I think you're going to have at least 1 Heavy, maybe 2, right? The double lock bolt, super impressive, especially with the pyro nades, the flashbangs, right? If you double lock bolt someone, you're just throwing a bunch of flashes at them, like, what are you going to do? I want to see, again, we don't have turret. We have the hover pad. I want to see some cool stuff with it, but based on these loadouts, like, I don't think you're going to get a ton of value out of the hover pad. Cerberus, you don't have the turret, you have an 93R, you have an M60. not a lot of long range options for the thing. I think that's where the hover pad really, to me, shines a lot. It's like, okay, we're gonna post up, we're gonna be annoying, and hope for the best. But yeah, I think here I would wager we might be seeing, maybe HML, if not double light heavy. You know, I think just even double gateway, right? If we're trying to traverse the box as fast as possible, is an option. So don't have to wait and see. But I think we have a fella that just joined in. I think might be a Cody in here somewhere.
Who? Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Wait, what are you doing? Yes. Yes. Oh my God, yes, please. Oh, give the people what they want, which is me off the keyboard.
we can't hear Cody on stream, but we might have a server coming on in. But yeah, back to the loadouts. To me, it might be, you know, double light heavy. Again, it depends really on the map too, where I think some maps you kind of get more value out of a double gateway if you had to run it. Things like Sis, Bernal, Fortune, maybe not so much, but some of those maps like, I would say like Monaco, Skyway, the long range options, just trying to get into cover and get, you know, set up as fast as possible. To me, there's some value there. We'll have to wait and see. I think Cerber's good, right? I think Cerber's back in kind of that rotation of viable weapons for the medium. It was out for a while. M60 kind of always been an okay pick. Hasn't really been too strong ever. I'll have to wait and see. I do think at least one light and one heavy. The medium, I think, to me, is the unknown. But Sam, what do you think?
I am thinking of trying to get Cody in here. Sorry. I think. Oh man, I think if I were in this lobby, I would be. I'd honestly maybe pull out double light at least. I feel like the double gateway can go a little crazy here with the lack of movement out of the rest of the squad. I'm not a serve player. I never have been. I'm not good with it. I feel like the medium is too squishy to run shotgun, unlike the heavy, and not fast enough like the light to also run it. So for me, I've just always struggled. So yeah, I think I'd probably be opting for the double light and not have to suffer.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Light's eating good, though. Again, 93R, Gateway, Vanishing Bomb. I mean, if we get something, again, like Skyway or somewhere where they can utilize it, right? I think Monaco's it would be silly because there's no long-range options here. Right. But again, Double Gate is really the biggest thing that's going to be influencing this match if people start running it. I don't know. I mean, this is Pugs. We don't know what everyone's going to run. We're just going to really wait and see. But I think we're just getting Cody in. And then
that is correct. Cody, I need you to include your mic in the video ninja. That is the one thing we do need out of you here. Hello. Hello, beautiful. Yeah, we do need that. And then we're going to get you in here real quick. 1 second. Oh, that's not very quick.
I think I'm here to double Cody.
Oh, no. Don't say that. Don't say that. Check and see, Young, if you have the feeds where you went and joined with your camera. See if those are unmuted, and if you can keep those.
Let me see. Try this. Mute speaker. Try that. Cody, can you say something?
Can you give us a little gas, Cody?
Ah, that did it. We're so back. We're so back.
We are so back. Give me 1 more second. I am adjusting. This is, like I said, this is gonna be a little more scuffed than what we normally do over here, but it's gonna be fine nonetheless. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and boom!
Oh, we're so back.
The boy is here. Hello, Cody. Hi, honey.
Hi,
honey. How was your evening?
It was great. I haven't gone yet. I'm going at 7:30.
Oh, he got 2 hours.
Yeah, we got time. Yeah, we're good.
Oh.
I just couldn't be here right when it started.
Oh.
We're good.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. I just wanted a sweet little treat like that. April Fools. I can be here. April Fools.
He got him. Well, Cody, in case you missed it, 93R, Cerberus, and M60. I can hear you.
No one can move me. I'm trying to get to the spectator slot and it won't let me.
Oh. I said,
I think that we just had this issue in another lobby as well. So hopefully private match bugs are not actually as rampant as they're currently appearing. It's looking a little scary here. You won't be able to move yourself. You're going to need Utopia to move you.
I can normally put myself in the spectator.
Can you? What do I know? I just work here, man.
Just work here. How's it been though? Give me the rundown. Young, you said that 93R M60
in the Serb.
Oh, in the Serb. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Have we seen a meta start to be defined by the wheel? Does the wheel have a choice?
No. we had M11 cloak. We had Heavy had dome C4 healing meter mesh, which was insane. We're seeing a lot of mesh shield. M16 mesh lockbolt flashbang pyro grenade. My guess here is we're going to be seeing double light heavy, mainly just for double gate, right? Especially depending on the map. Long range options, big ones like Skyway or I would say Monaco, ones that are open where you just want to get into cover. But the difference is that there's no long range options minus maybe the 93R. Or if you're hitting your shots somehow with the M60 at range, there's that. So I'm not really too concerned. I don't know. I want to see hover pad. I don't think we're going to have a lot of medium unless we're running like 2 mediums and a light and just brawling. That could be an option. I do think we're going to be seeing some double light heavy, but I've been wrong before. I don't know.
I will say as well, Young, we're going to actually be on Monaco. So we're going to have Monaco Standard as our map. So the long range options are there, but of course Monaco can force you into this close range engagements as well. So Cerberus could come in handy here. Unfortunately, we're still remaking lobbies. Yeah, there's some sort of bug happening right now where we can't move people. So that is currently what we are holding for, everybody. We will get into this match as soon as possible. And don't worry, we will make up this time a little bit for you. But yeah, I hope everybody's having a happy April Fool's Day. I don't know if anybody else thought about ordering the slot pull arm that Elgato was joking about for your Stream Deck. I don't know if you guys saw that. So there's
Excuse me?
They all day, they had like 4 different promo videos of their new Stream Deck, and it had like an arm to the side, like a lever pull for a slot. And apparently they've released an app or whatever, an extension for the Stream Deck to where it actually will do slot stuff. So
okay.
So there you go.
I didn't know it existed, but now I'm looking it up.
I don't think it's for purchase. I think it is strictly an April Fool's thing, unfortunately. But I was kind of like, that is fire. Me. Yep. That would be a fire like push to mute, you know, pull it mute yourself. That'd be kind of sick.
Sorry, I'm gambling right now. Give me a sec.
If Cody wins, the prize pool might just double.
Yeah, I could have doubled the prize pool. I just lost it all. So,
jeez, unbelievable. Well, you know who to blame, everybody. You know who to blame. Yeah, it's 50% of the remaining prize pool, which is now apparently 0. Thanks, Cody. Good job. No, it does look like I saw the lobby that we're actually finally loading in. Which
yeah, we are loading in. We're loading into the video game. I'm excited.
We are.
We love private matches, and they never have any problems.
DD says something. Use pings to communicate. Your teammates need information as much as they need firepower, says DD. What do we think about that? I don't know what that means. I just run. I run into anything.
Yeah, all I do is I just click. I just shoot. I don't even know what this ping thing is. But looking at the comps here, fellas. Thank you, Cody, by the way, for the pro tip, and thank you, Didi. LMH on the side of the boundless. So no double gate just yet. We press tab. That's just something we could do.
Oh, we can.
Wow. Triple heavy. Yeah. My central on the Kingfish. Double light medium. I see a little bit of everything. All sorts of stuff. No gate for well, the red team here. You can see how that plays out.
Yeah. Gonna be a bit interesting here as we load onto Monaco. I mean, I guess there's a lot of movement between the windows for cover to where, I mean, Gateway, yeah, you can get from point A to point B faster, but I feel like a lot of times Gateway is used to kind of do so safely. I mean, that's less time that you're outside taking damage, but maybe with the windows and stuff, the strategy here on the Kingfish is just don't be out in the open. But speaking of out in the open, that's going to be Fate Changer getting ripped by Navy Street there on the M60. I don't even know why I'm saying the gun. They're locked to this. Your shackles are here. You're forced to run this thing. Second Samurai, though, going to go ahead and move on to cash out 1 and look to put in some damage with that Cerberus, yo.
I love that reload, the fire. But yeah, the Cerb doing a little bit of damage. Again, I don't know what Fate Changer's doing out in the open, but Fate Changer, again, taking a bunch of damage here. My screen's a little pixely, but Fate Changer goes down once again. These M60s from this triple heavy on the Kingfish doing a bunch of work. Samurai taking down very low. Whoa, good damage in, but Utopian on the back with that 93 hour. Doing what he can. Navy Street will get the trade. It's now just second Samurai getting the res up onto, I believe, Fate Changer. This triple heavy on the Kingfish doing a bit of work so far, but first plug it does go to the live wires here. They're going to go ahead and get things started. Cortisol, Ninja Fart, and Furo. Tempo-wise, yeah, I think it's time we just start running out of here, fellas. I think we got triple lock bolt, right? Just head over to A, start locking them down. Not a lot they can really do past that, but good shots on the Navy Street. Evil get taken out a little bit low there. Jog as well, burning from that Cerberus. He goes down to Utopian on the flank here. That 93R and the emo. Let him know, fella. Doing some good stuff. Yeah, I don't know. This has just been such a back and forth brawl, Sam. I don't think there's really been a lot going on. I haven't seen a lot of lock bolts. I haven't seen a lot of flashes besides that one just there. Yeah, just a lot of poke.
Yeah, Fate Changer looking for the heads there. Unfortunately, not finding them just yet. And like you said, Young, no wipe yet. We've seen quite a few kills on the side of the Kingfish out to the Boundless, but Boundless have done a great job of resetting that fight. Unfortunately, Fate Changer is going to go down. That's going to leave him a man down there as Jog finds the pick there. But Jog getting backed into a corner from the elbows of Utopian is going to get the trade out there. But Navy Street's going to trade that one back around. It's just second Samurai once again, who has had to reset for his team, I think, twice now. I don't know if he knows that Navy Street's actually bullet the Pyro Nade. No, sorry, the flashbang. Not going to do it there. Let's take a look back.
Yep.
Never mind.
You know, this is the other lobby that we're running. Don't worry about that.
Different game. I'm sorry. We're back.
we went ahead and died. We weren't supposed to see all these pre-recorded matches that we had. But anyway, it still comes back out. $7,000, by the way, for the Kingfish. Great start. A little money in their pockets. Other side of the map, big splash on theirs. They must have wiped the live wires. A little bit of time here left for both these teams. Cortisol, Gateway in hand. Gonna try and just get his team over to the point there. A will bring them down. They do have the red barrel. I would say that for the point, but hey, he says no, we're gonna hit it up on the roof there. If he wants to cover, but they want this fight here. Not a lot of time. 30-ish seconds. Cortisol trying to get something to happen. Kakashi taking that to about half here. The steal getting started. No one's stopping it just yet. The flip gonna happen, actually. Kingfish blundering that one. Jog does get the trade, but it is not a lot of time still. Ninja Fart, the last alive, just gonna start just dumping bullets into him. He won't get it. Is this enough time? I think so. Kingfish reclaiming their cash out there. A little bit spooky. I do think there were some barrels that we could have used in a couple different ways. You know, we had the goo, we had the red canister. I would have just kind of saved it maybe for the steal, but either way, good recovery from the Kingfish.
Yeah, big plays there out of Jog, staying alive on the heavy. Jog does not play heavy. He's honestly kind of a medium one trick, and he's actually holding his own there. 3,700 damage, you know, good objective score as well. I wish support score counted with the mesh shield. It'd be interesting to know how much damage mitigation he's gotten so far with that. But so far, this triple heavy squad looking a bit oppressive here, but Utopian gonna look to go ahead and start to move Cash Out 3 out of danger. There's a lot of enemies lurking around nearby. Happening on the other side of the arena real quick, Ninja Fart's gonna find a pick onto Loopy Survivalist. Keep your eyes there to see what's going on there as that fight continues to break out. But we're gonna keep things over here now, as Utopian does get lock bolted, he's able to break that and escape out of here. Second Samurai taking a bit of damage as well. Gonna go ahead and let that regen kick in, but no, does get spotted out. Looks like that was Navy Street who took him down, and it is just Utopian left on the side of the Boundless. And this Boundless team seems to constantly be on the back foot, just always down a man and having to reset the fight. And Kingfish gonna go ahead and plug this box now and raise it up into this guy.
Triple Heavy doing some good work here. I will say, yeah, haven't really seen. Oh, look at the strat here. Just gonna sit right here, just triple mesh it. yeah, you just sit on the box. It's fine. I was gonna say, I haven't seen a lot of Lockbolt usage that much, but I do see Jog reloading it. I'm guessing it's gonna come out in just a sec here. I would love to see them chain together, right? Just mess with somebody. That Lockbolt's gonna whiff from Fate Changer, but Utopian goes down immediately. Kakashi will take down one as well. Fate Changer, the last alive, no longer. Kingfish. Those triple M60s really doing a ton of damage. Other side of the map, though, big splash in Live Wires. Live Wires, Cortisol last alive for his team. Will take down Shattered Sniper. Kinetic versus Cortisol for that box here. 93R versus 93R. Who's going to take it home? Great shots from both sides here. The reload going to go out for Kinetic. Won't be enough. And, well, the Live are still in control of their box here. Again, 18K will be up after this. But here comes the Boundless. I almost said Cody. Here comes Boundless Sam.
Hi.
Yeah, Boundless making their approach on to cash out. D now looking to retake this. This would put them in a great position if they're able to secure this, as even if the Live Wires do cash out, sorry, the Kingfish are the ones cashing out on the other side of the arena. So no, they will still have some making up to do here. Utopian, though, gonna use that Dead Go Boom Grenade to put in some damage. Finds two. Fate Changer finding the third, though. This should be money being added to the purse of the Boundless.
Yeah, great little fight there from them. They really needed that, too. 18K after this one. It really be anyone's money. Not that much between the Boundless and the Kingfish in the grand scheme of things. About 6,000 and some change here, depending on who gets the kills. Big Splash taking some fights against the Kingfish as well. Lockbolt going out from Jog. We've seen these triple M60s go absolutely crazy. Can they start shredding? Call out your targets, fellas. Shoot them one at a time, but it looks like it's getting a little bit scrappy in this fight. Navy Street does go down. So does Kakashi. He's all up to Jog, but he's not long for this world. He's out. Is there enough time on this money? No, there's not. And, well, the Kingfish getting away with murder on that one, even in the fight. Third party comes out from the Live Wires, but one more, well, probably two more boxes. But are we going to see a potential double? This happens quite often, especially in these PUGs. It's one team wins all, so might as well just kind of go for it. Big Splash in a bit of trouble there, Sam. I think they just haven't really gotten their footing yet.
Yeah, struggling to find their footing, but I will say, like you mentioned, doubling is very common in PUGs because you need to book a first place in order to actually book a win from this match. So, you know, realistically, if this gets doubled, it's kind of anyone's game. Unfortunately, though, the Kingfish are lying in wait there. Going to find one on the Shattered Sniper, and it's actually the Boundless finding another one there onto Kinetic, who has been absolutely critical in a lot of these matches. Unfortunately, though, Loopy going to go ahead and wipe themselves with a gas mine for the team to reset. I think that's the right play here, you know. Go ahead and don't waste any time. We've got a lot of catching up to do. But Vault 6 starting to move already towards cash out A. This is kind of not what you want to see if you're the Big Splash, as you've got making up to do. That's going to continue to go in, and the plug is looking like it's going to connect, Young.
Yeah, Kingfish in a great spot here. Steel coming out, and if you want to win this match, you really kind of got to go for the Kingfish, right? No matter if you get this box or not, if no one stops the Kingfish's cash out, right, they're just going to go ahead and take this home. So as much as they want this money here, unless you're really on the side of the Big Splash, and maybe the Live Wires, right? Live Wires still do need some kills as well on top of the extra money. It really is just if the Kingfish can hold it down. I think that's really what we need to kind of watch here. But look at this power position, triple mesh. Again, there's no glitches on that's here. So there's how we sit up here. A little perch.
Yeah, this is a great position if you are... Whoa, what is happening? Sorry. Man, everything just kind of broke apart there for me for a second. Jog, though, finding a pick on Loopy. Going to find another one onto Shattered there to continue to hold down cash out A. Navy Street as well, raining in a bunch of damage. Jog with the 3K for Kinetic. I apologize. I was doing something on the side there, but big plays out of Jog Man himself.
You love that boy. You love that man, Jog. But here comes Orange, the Boundless. Again, they know they need this money. There's not really a lot of time left, either 40 seconds. I'm sure they want to get there before the third party really kicks off, which it might be kicking off right here. Ninja Fart, part of the Live Wires. I don't think I've ever said that string of words before. Really trying to get that money as well. It really is just, yeah, Kingfish, they can hold this. The match belongs to them, but all the other teams coming in real fast. This is great. They're probably just sitting back, wiping their hands, and go ahead, boys, fight for the box. We'll sit back and just tune in when we need to. I don't think there's really much that's going to be able to happen here. Good little pyro nade. Navy Street going to go ahead and get sturdy on him here in just a sec, but with 10 seconds left to go, Sam, I don't think anything's going to happen. The Kingfish, the triple heavy team that we thought, don't know if this really got the juice. Well, they might have had the sauce instead.
Yeah, the whole cocktail, I guess you could say. And it's, yeah, big plays out of the fellas. That's another win on the books. Looking good out there. And overall, I know we're just getting into the swing of things. Thank you, Cody, for hopping in with the observing. Actually, we're going to throw it to a quick break right after we get out of this scoreboard real fast. Young, I think I have a solution for you. So you're just going to need to bear with me for just a second. I'm sorry, baby. I appreciate you putting up with our technical difficulties.
I'll be here.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all. Let's go ahead and take a look at the scoreboard, though, because there was a lot of shooting happening. But like we said, not actually a lot of wipes, I felt like. I felt like, for the most part, everybody had somebody healthy for most of the games. But it's going to be Jog and Navy Street and Utopian, actually, top frag in the lobby, all with 9 kills. Jog, a massive 7.4k damage. Fella, if the medium ain't working out in that rank grind this season, it might be time to pivot. M60 might be calling for you. Navy Street doing well as well. Yeah, Navy Street doing well as well, 6.2k. And Utopian continuing to look consistent, 5.4k damage to their name. Young, anything else sticking out for you over there?
I mean, kind of said it. I think these fights were, they're pretty extended. Didn't really end that quick. It was just kind of the Kingfish just had the momentum, right? You finish the fight, kind of set up, right? You got 3 meshes and no glitches to play against. Like, what are you going to do? So, we'll win the fight. You got 3 M60s. You just start blasting one target. It doesn't take a lot for them to go down. Comms wise, they're calling out the targets even better. But no, I think it was pretty cut and dry. Great stuff from the Kingfish. Jog, Yoshi, Kakashi is holding it down. That's honestly probably all there was to it.
Yeah, real quick before we throw it to a break, let's take a look at our leaderboard as this match has wrapped up. Navy Street currently leading the event, rocking a 2-0 win-loss. Utopian 1-1, Ninja Fart 1-1 as well. A lot of people fighting for third, of course. We expect this to stay close, as your team wins. That's 3 people booking a win, like you said earlier. And we may even have to figure out a tiebreaker. I was thinking, 1v1 TDM, or if it's a 3-way tie, we can throw it to quick cash. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But yeah, don't go anywhere. We're going to throw it to a break real quick, and then we're going to spin that wheel. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for sticking around for just a moment. We're trying to figure out some things because we got some guests here and want to make sure that they're getting the best experience possible. So we just wrapped up with our second match of the evening, and it's the triple heavy squad bringing it home. Right before the break, we talked about Navy Street actually in the lead currently, and we're not going to waste any time, fellas. We got to spin that wheel so we can get these fellas knowing what they're going to be running. So let's jump over and get that lighter going.
Spin the dang wheel. Yeah, we had a lot of good weapons for the light today. XP grapple.
This is fire too.
H+, vanish, and breach charge is kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's kind of nuts. I ain't gonna lie. Light has been actually eating good, I will say, this entire day. I want to say that the odds have been changed. Since the last time we've spun this wheel, the odds feel like they've changed.
Oh man, don't bring that up.
We must have been some of the testers or something for this one. But yeah,
at the forefront, the frontier.
Okay, well, I've been eating good. We'll see if I haven't had a jump pad yet.
There is no jump pad. Oh, nope, not gonna find it there as well.
F-car. Hey, F-car zipline.
Yield beam,
some mobility's in there.
And goo grenade. I mean, that's a pretty solid loadout.
Oh, that's a good one right there. Yeah. Goo, glitch, zip, healing beam, F-car. With the F-car buff. I'm an F-car enjoyer. I'll take it. Well, the heavy Lewis gun.
There you go, baby.
Oh my God.
Mesh.
That's a loadout right there, baby.
That is a load out.
Oh my God. What a loadie.
We're locked in, fellas.
That is one for the books, to say the least. The Lewis gun, man. This is another actually tough choice, and it's honestly because everything is not bad. Everything is pretty good.
Yeah. Googly moogly.
Yeah.
This could be an MLH situation, or we could see. Might be a double heavy medium, to be honest. Double Lewis, double lockboat, double dome, double anti-grav, and then you have the one medium keeping those fellas alive. It is no secret, as a Lewis gun stan, there's nothing we can do but stan the Lewis. I'm guessing I'd wager maybe double heavy medium. Light, maybe. I think just judging off these loadouts, the other two are slightly better.
And
H plus always good.
Loadout, man.
But I think double Lewis, double dome. A lot of dome and med shield, actually. Really.
No glitch, by the way, to counter that.
Yeah.
So, and also no data reshaper, which is kind of crazy to say, but that is another piece of util that could counter that. And it's not going to be in this match. So I'm there with you. There is the glitch trap at least. So it can stop the push maybe. But yeah, the double shield out of heavy is going to be a tough one to topple. And I'm with you, Young. I think the light is the weakest out of here. Now the question is double medium or double H. That's the real question. Cody, what do you think?
Honestly, I really think double heavy might kind of be the moves. I mean, like Young said, you get double dome shield. I mean, that alone is pretty good in this scenario. I mean, it's not like any of them have any way to counter that. So I was on that team. I'm running double heavy, probably throwing in a medium just because heal beam is just way too good. And you have glitch mine.
We did see 3 heavies take it home. So there may be a world where we see 3 Lewis guns. I mean, honestly, that's, again, you call your target at really any range. I think they're probably going to go down pretty quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think lack of glitch. I mean, the medium has glitch trap, right?
Yeah.
There's that. But I think even in this one, right, these are some pretty long range options. Mid to long range. Lewis, F-car, XP. I mean, actually really balanced. But yeah, I think it might be double heavy, medium. That's what I'm wagering we're going to be seeing.
I'm with you on that. Yeah, double heavy medium does sound like the play, especially with no defib as well. There's some key pieces of util actually lacking on this side of the medium. I would say if you've got the quote unquote the meta for the heavy to pick from, I think it's hit most of the core pieces. So yeah, I think it's the strongest pick out of them. But we'll have to see. I see, Cody, that we are in the lobby. I think we're ready to kind of get things up and rolling.
Yeah,
and I saw
we're just discussing the map, which I'm not too sure.
The map should have been assigned automatically. It's going to be. Hold on. Wait, it did bug out. Oh no, it didn't. It's Las Vegas Sandstorm. There you go. Does that change anything, fellas?
Is Sandstorm not allowed because of the? Excuse me. I know Ember kind of disabled it. Is it not a thing?
Yeah, it's disabled right now. So they're choosing. We get the choice: Kyoto, Standard, or Vegas.
Everyone's
saying
Kyoto. Go Vegas.
Kyoto,
Go Vegas. Just go Vegas. Okay, well, Cody has said Kyoto, so I guess we're going Kyoto.
Yeah,
all right. Everybody's saying in that game chat Kyoto, which is just...
They wanted Kyoto.
You don't get that anywhere else, that's for sure.
The first competitive Kyoto match of the year. Ladies and gentlemen, you are here at a great time.
It's as competitive as it gets here.
Event that we've all been waiting for all year for this one day.
Yep.
Right. Cody, what are you thinking? I think we gave our piece here. I think we were all in kind of that double heavy boat.
Doesn't really change much, right? I think it actually maybe even further pushes that. I mean, Kyoto's pretty good for heavies when you don't have to worry about range, and none of these classes have options for range. So I think I choose heavy here. Honestly.
Yeah, I'm with
Sammy,
you.
what you thinking? Anything changed with Kyoto?
Nah. I think the heavy's still really good. I mean, you can force people into quite a few close range engagements. So I feel like it's kind of a no-brainer that you go the double heavy here. But we're not going to be seeing that on the side of the boundless. It looks like they're going to go LMH. I think I just saw the triple heavy again.
Double
Did I see
light.
that? Interesting. Okay. Well, yeah, we that changes up some things. Also, shout out real quick, Cody, for the primer. Appreciate you, fella.
TFC Cody.
Thank you, Cody.
What is this guy? Super fan?
Yeah, that guy's a super fan. That did hit our sub
rent
goal,
free, huh? Rent free over there.
Well, now, yeah, we get to pay the rent. That's fire.
Oh my God, Utopian Jog and Navy Street again. Aren't they on the team last time together?
No, it was Jaw. Well, maybe actually. No, Utopian wasn't on triple heavy, was he? No.
But we do have a triple heavy here. Wait a minute. Who's on the charge? Utopian.
Oh,
hold on a minute,
fella. Hold on.
Fella.
Oh no, that is going to be unfortunately a loss for him. If
are we pausing here for this?
That now to see this is the problem, fellas. He didn't read the rules, so we might have to credit him just the loss here, even if his team wins, or we let it play it. We can remake.
You should call him out right now.
You should let him know.
Firing squad. Whoa. What's going on here?
He's on the wrong spec.
He is on the wrong spec. Unfortunately, Utopian is supposed to be on Mesh Shield, and he's not.
Said I won't use it.
Tough to say, fellas. I think we run it, and unfortunately, that's a forfeit.
You know, if we see something. Well, let's yellow card.
We'll see that
for right now.
We'll yellow card it. We'll yellow card it. But don't you hit that Q key. We're watching, fella. We're seeing it.
Mouse.
Yep.
All right.
Unpausing.
All right. Back into the.
All right. Well, until Utopian rudely interrupted us looking at the fight here, it looks like the Kingfish in a heap of trouble there. We're trying to run the triple heavy, kind of like what we were saying. But fellas, our predictions are completely wrong. 2 HMLs, we have a double light heavy, we have a triple heavy, no double heavy medium. Let's see if that plays a little bit of a factor in things. So Portal just trying to run that box, get that over to B. Orange just kind of biding their time here for some reason. Boys, I don't know why they're here, to be honest.
Yeah, Shattered Sniper laying in with that Lewis gun. Jaw gonna find a res on to Navy Street here, but the Big Splash fighting it out against the Boundless. Shattered Sniper getting stuck behind that mesh shield as Fate Changer's gonna get up in the face, but it's gonna be Firo whose elbow actually takes out Shattered Sniper there. Cortisol, last one remaining on the side of the Big Splash, starting to take some damage as he's looking for a res to come in. And the Boundless gonna go ahead and let him off maybe with a little warning as they go ahead and start the steal here. I saw Fate Changer take a bit of damage. Cortisol actually fighting to pick onto Fate Changer. That's actually pretty big. If he can get a res here, this is gonna turn the tide as now it's a 2v2 situation. Also, the coin coming in of, I believe, I Like Men, but it's going to be the Lewis gun out of Firo taking down Cortisol and the F card taking down I Like Men. Shattered Sniper, actually, the one who popped that coin. Going to look to hopefully come in and take some of these guys down. Firo and Wei were both down a bit in the health pool, but back up healthy. This is already looking like a tough situation, Young.
Bit of a rough coin there. You know, great in spirit to, keep the fight going, but again, they're going to camp this body. No point in not dealing with the free res. If I Like Men, you know, that's a tough one to call out. But either way, if I'm him, you know, I would just coin up. But a good pick there. That Lewis gun doing great work against Fate Changer. The light is going to coin in here. Again, that grapple, you know, proving to do a little bit of efficiency here. Great position by Cortisol. Shots in the back here. We'll take down 1. We'll take down 2. That's 3 down for the Boundless. The Big Splash will be recouping cash out B and getting some money for their efforts here.
Yeah, Cortisol coming in clutch there with that grapple. I feel like Kyoto is probably one of the few maps that maybe you would want grapple. I feel like it's actually really traversable with it. You know, just with those long ranges, needing to close up quick here. But nice tracking here out of Cortisol with the XP54. Almost got the reload off for the third there, but yeah, good fights all around as Big Splash going to add 8K to their wallets, and it's currently a tie between the Big Splash and the Livewires.
Yeah, 14K apiece here for both of them once this next cash out is over. No Pagoda cash out just yet. Again, I haven't really had a fight around there at all. Again, Kyoto, you kind of see that off. But granted, we don't really have a ton of super long range options, so maybe it doesn't even matter. But we have the water building here. I don't even know what they call it. To be honest, no one plays this map competitively. So there's no callouts. But either way, cash out's not that far apart in the grand scheme of things, right? I think those grapples will take you pretty quick. Oh, look at the spawner Kingfish. Gonna go ahead and just guard cash out D, I believe, or C. One of them, cash out D. Just gonna go ahead and be a little sneaky about it. Big Splash and Balance still scrapping for their box, but I want to see how this one plays out. Are they just gonna sit and wait? Again, triple, what was it? Triple Lawbold here.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting.
Death, though. Oh my goodness, right into the blender for all these three. He's going to go ahead and take the gateway back out, but shots in the back here once again. Kinetic doing what they can. The plug does go the way of the Kingfish, so it does going to swap hands there. But looking at position here, Pineapple King is going to go down. Kinetic down to half. Jog also down to half. Just a lot of poking back and forth here, but the heavies, they got a lot of health. A lot of health to burn through. Will be able to start getting their health back. Rex Fusion is going to be able to take down Utopia in a great grapple. Looking to get the heals back on his team, down to a 2v2. The Heavy's not scared to move there, but the beam's coming out of there once again from Kinetic. This man, what can he not do? He just takes out another one. Navy Street goes down. That's a wipe on the Kingfish. Livewires just kind of making it work. Let's take another look at that once again. He doesn't need to heal his teammates, man. He doesn't need to do that. He just needs to beam.
Nah. Who needs to be healed when everybody's dead on the other team? Am I right? I mean, Kinetic looking consistent as always on the light. I mean, if I had to choose how many hours he's got, I'm going to assume that the light class has the most probably out of him. What would you say?
You know.
Fair.
I've always been
Fair enough.
that.
Sorry, I was lost in the tranquility of the lake house. You know, I was gonna say earlier, there's no call outs for the map, like you said, because nobody plays this map competitively. Young, but we could be innovators here. We could be pioneers.
We could.
You know, come up with our own. You know, we could call this Lake House. And finally, some action's happening in the kill feed as the Big Splash are going to go ahead and wipe out the Boundless. That's actually probably going to be a box going in their favor. And I think potentially the Kingfish are over there as well, Cody. I think the Livewires are just hanging out, but there's a lot going on over there. Cortisol fighting one on to Utopia. It's an all-out brawl. It looks like everybody winded up rotating over here, and not a lot of time remaining on this cash out, but I like men going to continue to hold it down there, finding a pick on the Navy Street. Jog, though, looking to equalize things as he finds a pick on to Cortisol. Looking for the res here now. This could be a big opportunity. No time left on the cash out, but it's going to be a 2v2 situation now. Lockbolt is going to connect out of Shattered Sniper, and it's going to be I like men taking out Jog there. Utopian, last one remaining on the side of the Kingfish. 2v1 situation, raining in the damage. It's not going to be enough there, though, as I like men able to bring that one down.
Yeah, the fight over the Chud Hut. I think that's what we'll call this one, at least. Yeah, the Big Splash winning the battle for the Chud Hut. Again, after this fight, just not a lot of time even to go for the res, I think, you know, or sorry, for the box even. I think it was down to that. It's like you just kind of got to commit to the box, right? There's no wipe penalty in these matches. So, you know, even if you die, so what? Run it back. Should you go next? But looking at the money, though, Livewires a couple grand behind the Big Splash. Cortisol, Shatter Sniper, and I Like Men holding it down 3 grand up 35K. But looks like the Livewires getting the schmoove on with the money here. Potential double situation inbound, but looking at the cash out locations, let's wait and see. A little bit farther than we might want. Low grab also coming in, everyone's favorite. Sam, I know you keep telling me, boy, I love low grab in all my matches.
You must have me confused with the one and only Cody, because I cannot stand low grab. I think it is awful. And man, what a way to mess up the motion, if you know what I'm saying there. But Cortisol showing off his motion as he's able to go ahead and plug that cash out into A. This is big for the Big Splash. They currently only have a 3,500 lead. They gotta secure a box in order to take home this map win. Something to mention real quick, Navy Street was leading our event coming into this map, and right now, it's looking like that might not be the case anymore. I think Cortisol also maybe has a map win. Things might be very interesting in our tournament leaderboard here. Pineapple King finding some nice tracking on a jog. Go ahead, Young.
I said, I hate to bring this up. I just realized Gateway is not allowed. Who's running Gateway? Is it Kinetic? We had someone running Gateway in this lobby.
Question. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the equipment real quick.
That's
all right,
not a breaching
Kinetic.
Charge.
Yep. That's a weird looking breaching charge. Kinetic.
Looking Gateway.
Yeah. That's a gateway.
Unfortunately, Gateway's not allowed.
Unfortunately, this will be a map penalty if the live wires win for Kinetic. That is very unfortunate to say the least. But they can continue to fight this out, maybe bring a win home for their teammates, and it creates an interesting dynamic. You know, normally you want your team to win, but it's individual performance in this tournament. So curious to see how that one shakes out. My dog just clawed my leg. Got hurt really bad. Boundless. Sorry. Radiant damage onto the live wire. Kingfish looking to make the steal attempt happen. Now that's Utopian. I think this one's actually going to go through. No, it looks like it didn't there. Instead, the Big Splash starting to get involved. They tap the box for just a second there. Cortisol finding a pick onto Firo. Fate Changer down to critical HP as well. This Grav Cube putting in the work. It's going to be 18K going to the side of the Kingfish. But on the other side of the arena, the Big Splash having their box stolen. They got to win this fight there. Cortisol finding one onto Firo. 2 seconds remaining. Not enough time. And this box, Young, is going to the Big Splash and map win over there.
Another dub for the Big Splash. Yeah, looking like we may need to remind some folks. Check those loadouts, fellas and ladies. Make sure they're right. But anyway, yeah, good stuff there from the old Big Splash taking on the dub. Kyoto again, we don't see it that often, but Cortisol going big on both combat and objective. That man was in great positions in the fights we were watching. Way Faustify, also getting a little shout out for support. Look at that.
Yeah, nice plays. They're all around, and I'll pull up the leaderboard real quick because I'm actually curious to see where we're at now by the end of that. Let's take a look real quick. Wrong one again. I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. Let's go. Let's refresh here real fast. Navy Street still on top with only 2 wins. Schizo now second place, 1-1. Cortisol also 1-1. This may not be up to date just yet with the match that we just completed. In fact, I think the voting just wrapped up. So let's just give it another refresh real fast.
Yeah,
or maybe another. Or maybe another. Okay, well maybe not.
How about one more?
One more to take it home.
You're so close. One more.
Oh, okay, one more.
One more. You know what?
Surely one more.
One more.
No,
I guess not. All right, well,
pop eventually.
Well, fellas,
Either way.
Young, you know, how does it feel to cast the inaugural match on competitive Kyoto?
You know, don't know. I think if we had a different loadout for every class, I think it might feel a little different, right? I think it's funny because we didn't see a lot of pagoda. We didn't see a lot of the main kind of buildings, I guess, in that sort of middle section of the map. That actually went pretty unused, right? No cash out spawn there. Didn't have a lot to fight over. Again, the weapon we were using, not really what you would be using at all on Kyoto, right? Maybe you're probably going to see the BFR. Now the Chimera, the Pike, maybe even. The Repeater. It really is nowadays just a light and medium-heavy map in general. But yeah, I guess it kind of checks out. But again, no cash outs there. So it kind of made it a little bit, didn't even use any of that map, which is kind of like the core bit of it. So I don't know. I do think, hot take, we're at a point now where it begs the question, do we bring Kyoto into the map pool? I already know what the answer is going to be. Smaller players.
I'm going to say no. Yeah. I think the map still does not flow properly. Like, there was the third party happening on the other side of the map, and I think that's straight up just a spawn issue on this map. This map, I want to say people said it was made for terminal attack, and it does feel like it's just not meant for cash out. And it just continues to feel that way. I really don't know what the solution is for that. But I do know what the solution is for our next match, and it's spinning that wheel. Light class going Cloak V9S with the gateway.
What?
Now back in the mix.
Light's just eating good. Venon has Cloak. Oh my God. Good
It's
golly.
pretty crazy. Thermal Bore might get some cool playage. Who knows? Might be able to make it happen.
Yeah, I think it definitely depends on what comes out of the heavy side of things for if the thermal bore finds value.
Revolver,
You know, if we
heel
have no
beam,
drop.
hover pad, and a lot of grenades.
Yeah, now that's the wheel that we know and love. A lot of grenades that we don't really ever run.
And a hover pad that you can't utilize because you have no movement.
You know, we could just, you throw the gateway up there, right? And gate onto the pad or something. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Let's spin it for the heavy here. MGL time, baby.
Ooh. Slam C4 RPG.
Hold
Hey,
on,
I'm
man.
eyeballing that proc sensor. I think that is the slept-on gadget in this loadout,
God,
fella.
shut up,
Okay, I'm sorry.
up,
Yeah, the heavy, not eating so good. I feel like this one.
It's a rough pick. It's a very niche audience for this one. I think, there's some value. C4, Charge, RPG, all very good. But the rest,
Yeah, I'm with you. I feel like the light, if I had to give a win to, what class I think got the best picks, I think the light takes this one pretty easily. Yeah, the V9S Cloak with the gateway. I mean, on top of that, you've got Thermal Bore for drop. You got Gas Grenade for stall. I mean, they are honestly kind of, I think that's a solid kit nonetheless. Even if you're not good at aiming with the V9S or you don't love the V9S, I think you can provide a lot of value to your team with this loadout nonetheless. So
I want to jump in here and say I think you need a heavy on the team. All right, the proc sensor is going to be huge to get rid of the cloak. Right?
Hey, okay,
Think about
true.
it. Okay, and then you got the C4, you got the RPG. I mean, you don't even have to look at the light. Just about, you just send your RPG in a direction. You have the proc sensor, so I think you get one, and you can have one of your lights use a gateway to just set them up high. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Throw them up there somewhere and just let them rain down terror while the other two lights do the work. And I think that's a great idea. Just saying.
Yeah.
If anyone's listening, there's the strat right there.
Yeah, well, fellas, do you want to take a bet on like which one we think is going to appear more here? Which one do you think is going to be the most picked class?
I think it's got to be the
medium.
Oh,
It ain't
There's
gonna be the heavy.
some
I ain't saying the heavy.
clashes.
I'm not going to third way and saying the heavy.
I lied. April Fools, I lied.
you don't think we've seen 2 triple heavies so far. I'm saying there was a
Someone's
world
gonna do
another
it.
one.
But that was
There's
on
Someone's gonna do it.
that was on M60 and also on Lewis gun. Like, I mean, come on. Like, that's actually not a bad
Listen.
idea.
Listen, look, they got triple RPG, triple C4. Someone will die in this matchup in one way. Someone will die to the MGL with the RPG. Gonna happen.
That's true.
Actually, question: do we have the map? This will dictate.
That's a good question. We
little bit.
should.
Yes,
Let
it
me
should be Las Vegas, I think.
Yeah, it unfortunately did roll Sandstorm again. So it will be Las Vegas, just standard.
Got it. Okay, listen, Vegas, it's indoors, right? There's a lot of indoors to play around. MGL could go.
MGL
crazy.
might be a good,
I'm
yeah.
just-
And you have that the tall buildings, which are great for just raining down terror. I mean, this might be the position to run a heavy. Just saying.
Yeah,
You
just-
know,
I was gonna say, you gotta just be careful on the heavy that you don't get stuck on the flat tops with that MGL, or else you are cooked. They do have the charge and slam though to drop themselves down the floor very quickly and easily with, no self damage with like C4 or RPG. So who knows? Maybe it'll work out. I guess we're gonna find out here in just a moment as we are connecting to the server. A process that feels like it's never ending. I'm watching the countdown happen now, and away we go, fellas. Back to
Somebody
Vegas.
tell us when teammates are defibrillated, their specialization and gadgets are disabled for a short time. So you got to keep them safe until they're back to full capacity.
who the heck told you that?
Dee Dee told me that.
Does she ever stop yapping, fellas?
Hey, that's a feature of season 10.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
a
that's a
big addition to
feature.
season 10. She dropped a lot of knowledge last night.
I'm just
Cody
kidding.
and I learned a lot.
we love ball knowledge. But looking at this, LMH across the board here for the Boundless fellas. Can you hit that tab button just out of curiosity? Couple lights, LMH. Seeing some heavies, fella. Each heavy, or each team on the heavy.
Every team's got a heavy. That's actually pretty interesting. I'm not gonna lie. I figured we'd at least.
LMH.
I was gonna say I would figure we were gonna have a team that wouldn't have at least one, but I guess that's not the case. But real quick, loading into Las Vegas, Young. What are the 10 numbers you're putting on the roulette table?
17 black.
Let it ride.
Let it ride.
Let it ride.
Just that one 10 times.
There you go. Hey, you know, that's like what, 30% chance every single? No, 3%? There's like 36 numbers on the table, something like that. I don't know.
It's one of the numbers.
Somebody in chat can do the math while we wait for this fight to get underway. And we're done. Young, Firo, raining in with that MGL onto the big splash. Wondering what can happen. He's taking a lot of MGL back, though. And the RPG out of Pineapple King gonna find not first blood, actually. Utopian gonna find first blood onto Second Samurai.
Oh, big slam. Good. Great googly moogly chalk going down to Pineapple King from the top rope. My God. Utopian. Ready with that VNS. Just going to go ahead and blink away. Kinetic goes down. Pineapple King, the last alive here. It is really just a 1v1 for the most part here. Utopian versus Pineapple King. Does he have his charge up? Doesn't even matter. He's just going to go ahead and get the res right up there for the Boundless. Fox still just not even really a thought in these teams' mind. It really is just, you know, let's get this fight started. Let's end it, and then let's run the shmoney. But look at these comps here. LMH versus LMH on the side of pink and orange. Other side of the map, though. Kingfish versus... we'll come back to it in a second. Shots from Kinetic going to go out. Is he going to go ahead and survive here? That revolver in the hands of... Jog, actually, he's going down. Utopian now with that VNS. Also alive. Oh, big slam takes him all the way down there. A little bit farther, fella. C4 in hand. RPG not quite up yet. Gonna go and probably just play for the coins here from his team. We'll say first box has been plugged. Second box is now also plugged. But Navy Street on the other side of the map. Trade now. That team goes crazy. Finn killing himself with his own gas grenade. Oh, no. Oh, you hate to see that.
Finn took down Hagstrom there, but unfortunately took himself down as well for a wipe on the live bars. I think that's our first team wipe of the game. Correct me if I'm wrong. And, you know, these fights lasted quite a while, but not actually off tempo much. We're not going to see anything too crazy here, at least at the first cycle of cash outs. You know, a lot of times these boxes can wind up very off cycle, and it winds up resulting in a third and even fourth party later on towards the end of the rotation. But that won't be the case here, as the Boundless are going to look to make their approach onto the box that is currently owned by the Big Splash. Big Splash actually playing off angle quite a bit. We see Pineapple King. He already put in a ton of damage earlier with that MGL, looking to put out even more onto Firo. Firo down in critical HP there on the left side of your screen, but it looks like the health is going to start kicking in. Maybe a blueberry went off next to him or something like that. Health regen not fully in just yet. Now it's gonna go ahead and kick back in. Gonna start raining in that damage again with the MGL, but it's not gonna connect. But the charge and slam is gonna connect on the Jog as he's taken down to critical HP as well. Gonna break the zip line. Good heads up play there to go ahead and knock Pineapple King back down to the bottom and get him out of lethal range. Second Samurai though with that R357 finding a pick on Utopia, and Firo gonna trade that one out as well. Kinetic finding another one onto Firo, and it's gonna be Jog going down to Kinetic.
Kinetic is on a tear in customs. I gotta say, this man kind of goes crazy on literally any weapon. Yes, rough stuff by Jog there. Again, just gotta kind of get those shots. Not easy with the revolver, funny enough, where it seems like, well, it's got 6 bullets. How hard could it be to shoot straight? I feel like revolver is one of those things, or the R357, where it's like, okay, I'm either super hot with it, or I just am the worst player I've ever seen. There's not a lot of middle ground. But besides that, Navy Street doing what he can here. Not going to get a lot done, but looking at the shmoney, Big Splash going to go ahead and try and get this box locked down, and they will. 14K to their name now. Next vaults are spawning in. That 12K on the way. Hoverpad tech going to get him back up to that roof. Good shots by Kinetic. Will take down Finn. Pineapple King goes down in the moment, but Kakashi and Shattered Sniper don't really know where they're at. Pink is just somewhere to be found. Look at Finn, though. 8 kills to his name. Kakashi and Shattered Sniper. Okay, they just died. The spawn comes back in, but Finn really trying to do work for his team. 4,300 combat. Boy, he's going crazy, but it's just almost enough for first. not quite.
Yeah.
Boxes, though, Sam. Let's look at this tempo. What we got?
Yeah, box 3 already en route. The cash out C, and unlike what we said earlier where the boxes were on tempo, it looks like that might not be the case. This rotation is Vault 4 was just tapped on the other side of the arena. We can see it's already only halfway done. Jog and crew on the boundless doing a good job of opening up the roof here to plan for their defense. Jog, I'm not really sure what he was trying to squeeze into down there at the bottom of the elevator, but Kakashi and friends jumping up top here. Utopian finding a very early pick with that V9S onto Shattered Sniper. Some nice shots there. Rez, I think, trying to come in here. I don't see the hand down. I don't think it's actually going to happen there. Going to stay a 2v3 situation now as the Boundless look to continue to defend this box that is currently in their possession. Meanwhile, on the other side of the arena, real quick, Kingfish, the leading team, still controlling cash out over there. So after this rotation, they could still remain in first place. The standings might not change all that much, but still a lot of time to go on this cash out as Firo is going to rein in with that MGL, find some hits, nothing really converting into a kill just yet. And finally, Shattered Sniper going to find the frag on to Jog, but he is down at critical HP. He's got to be careful of this gas that's near him. He's going to take Firo down with them, and that is a wipe onto the Boundless. Livewire's going to go ahead and flip this box around, Yon.
Yeah, good little trade there. Good little fights here. Livewire's doing some good work. Kingfish in control of their box. Big Slash really wanting to keep this as even as they can in this game. They're trying to lock down this fight against the Big Slash versus Kingfish. Big Slash wants this real bad. The cloak needs to keep him alive. That's also weird looking thermal bore Navy Street. We'll talk about that later, but the shot's coming out. Kinetic does not see him cloaked up in the corner, but Pineapple King does get Hagstrom. It's 2v2. Still up in this fight. Medium heavy versus light heavy. The res does come out there. So Big Splash up in this fight again. Steal potential right here, but they gotta be careful. That light is real close and personal. Fellas, that's a gas grenade. That's not smoke for your team. Shots not quite gonna connect enough. Ninja must have been going for the reset there or something. I don't know. He perished into thin air. I don't know what that was. Or something.
Not really sure there. And in case you're following along at home, I will say Thermal Bore is in the weapon pool. So Navy Street safe because as a reminder, he is leading this event with his 2 map wins. It would be unfortunate if he was to win this one and it not count for himself. But Pineapple King looking to get on the board there as he finds the RPG kill onto Hagstrom. He's honestly been frying this match. As much as I talked about the MGL maybe not being the work, I mean, every time we go this guy, he's just putting in a ton of damage. And in fact, it's gonna be for good as things are now tied up between the Livewires and the Big Splash. This is anybody's game. As a reminder to our contestants and for the viewers at home, the only way to book a win here in PUGs is to actually come in first. So I would not count out a double coming in just yet. We really haven't seen, I think, any yet, which is very different from what we normally see in Pug Night, which I feel is like every cash out just about gets doubled. Firo finding, I think, a barrel kill there onto Kakashi, and that's going to be the wipe onto the Livewires. But Firo getting traded out there by Navy Street on the side of the Kingfish. The Big Splash over here kind of rent-free. Going to plug cash out A. Meanwhile, Jog back alive from Firo and gets him back up as well. We've got a moment.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty big wipe on the Livewires too, just for the sake of pacing, right? I think we have the Big Splash plugging this box or 4K up. Livewire is going to be a little behind unless they want to try and go for this, which is what might happen. Again, both these teams here, the top 2 in this match. So this might be the winning, honestly, the winning fight here. Not a lot of time, or time's ticking down. So a little bit of time here. But these 2 teams just looking for a pick. Both are detected. Again, those proc sensors come into good use there. Cody the Prophet might have been onto something. But if I'm eating these heavies, I'm just going to start spamming my MGL in there. No care in the world to start spamming that thing just like that. Pineapple King is going to get one down. But here comes Orange. The big doubles on the way. They missed the guy stealing the box. He's going to go ahead and get knocked up eventually there.
Pineapple King!
Not long either. Pineapple King going big, but look at Firo as well. 2 for his trouble. Pineapple King the last alive on the Big Splash. They really need this. This is anyone's game now, but looks like the Big Splash, the ones in control. You love to be in this situation, right? But here comes a steal. It's also going to just get stopped there for a sec. if I'm purple, I'm loving this, right? You got MGLs across the board. Everyone's going to start fighting, but Pineapple King goes down to a C4, probably C4 RPG there. Maybe she gets the trade, but looking at the position, look at the Kingfish. Got 2 up top on the roof. They're just keeping eyes on things. Then in the back there, with that VNS, he's going to try and take out anyone on the roof, get some positioning for his team. People are trading back and forth. There's still a lot of bodies alive, which is not great for anyone if you're not purple here, Sam. Not a lot of time left. 12 seconds, 10 seconds. If you're going to steal, you got to go now. But look at this position. Can you do it? No, he can. And it is going to be the big splash, taking on the dub on Las Vegas.
A big splash going big there. That box got doubled. It became anybody's game for just a moment there. But I tell you what, got really nervous when Pineapple King winded up going down there. Not necessarily early, but at a time where the coin is just not going to provide any value. But yeah, the MGL out of him just putting in absolute work. And that's going to book a win for Kinetic, Pineapple King, and Second Samurai into our event here. I don't think they voted just yet. I'm waiting on it now. It has gone through. I think it's got through. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, I think in the MGL it's going pretty big. Finn, though, 12 kills, 7,200 combat. I was saying that boy was doing his dangest, trying to keep his team alive. But again, the MGL is going pretty big in this lobby. Fear on 6, Pineapple King on 8. You know, I think Ninja Fart must have disconnected, is why he exploded into coins in that one fight. Unfortunate.
That is unfortunate, yeah.
How it goes, I guess, sometimes. Maybe connection issues, who knows? But regardless, big splash, making a big impact.
Yeah. Taking a look at our leaderboard here in just a moment. We've had a lot of movement, and fellas, it's quite a big tie going on here for second and third place. We're basing it, again, like I said, off of wins. And there's a lot of people with 1. Second Samurai and Skizzo both having the best win-loss ratio as of right now, along with Cortisol, both 1-1. Navy Street still holding on 2-2, but, you know, everybody's on the case. You got to be careful here in these final games as time is starting to run out. We've still got probably another 30 or so minutes to go. So gonna get a couple more under our belt here, and let's not waste any time, fellas. Let's just go ahead and spin that wheel so we can get these players playing in their next match.
Been fiending for a little spin. Things we haven't seen. Oh, we've seen that one again. Glitch Grenade, actually, funny enough, haven't seen that one yet, but that's making an appearance here. I was gonna say like throwing knives, or the sword, or something else. Haven't seen that pop up. Glitchnade, that's big, fellas.
Yeah, Glitchnade is big. I feel like that is one of the first times. Have we seen this today? I don't think we have.
That's the only time we've seen it today.
Yeah, we've seen Vanish Bomb. We've seen XP54 as well. But yeah, this is pretty solid loadout. No heals, no movement except for dash. So that's going to be a tough one. But let's jump over to the medium now and see what they're going to be working with. And
AKM, turret, okay. A lot of nades.
A whole lot of mid. I ain't gonna lie. A whole lot of mid going in on the side of the medium. I mean, it's going to be a gun skill if you're picking that. I mean, you just got to be a beamer with AKM. I mean, you can make some cool plays, I guess. But yeah, not the strongest, I'm going to say. Let's check out what the heavies got working, though. It might be the winner of this one. Oh, there you go, Young.
Oh, we're so back.
We're so back. Lewis Gun back in the mix.
Not this, I think for all these, not the strongest loadouts all around, but sometimes that's what you get with the wheel. I mean, this is honestly, in all things considered, like a pretty, I would say, balanced lobby, right? AK turret, dash XP, that's probably gonna go pretty crazy. I think I foresee a good amount of XP dashes around the arena. Mesh and Lewis, a lot of Mesh shield today, and a surprisingly good amount of Lewis. I don't know, this could be a little LMH something or other. I do think that maybe double light. I think light probably got the best out of this. I just think that, you know, XP dash, Glitch Grenade is a little strong, all things considered, right? You got turret, you got Mesh. After that, you kind of took out most of the util the entire lobby. Yep.
Cody, how about yourself? What are you thinking out of our options here?
Well, I feel like I really nailed the last match and how that was going to go. This one, I think, is a little more up for debate, right? I mean, it really is kind of like the lackluster off. And,
we have weapons at home, and then these are the weapons
at home. I mean, I will say, though, like, genuinely, if we really want to break it down, I think light is probably slightly better here. Just having dash and glitch grenade and XP54 and and Vanish Bomb. I mean, those are all very solid. The issue is, though, I mean, the AK is a little better against lights. So if you're an aimer, I mean, this is kind of your time to shine. The loose gun as well. I don't know. It really, like I said, it is kind of a mid off. Everyone's just kind of like seeing who's the most mid.
It's just, I think it's going to be the gun skill lobby, I think is really what it's going to be. Right, you have the turret, right? If you put the turret down, or if you're running multiple turrets, if that's the move you want to do, who knows? We might see triple medium, triple AK. AK just got a 2-bullet buff, 2 extra bullets. Not really going to do much, but it might be
a super long way. DD told me that. DD told me it goes a long way, so
yeah,
I trust her.
What, you got on speed dial or something?
We talk.
Yeah, we be yapping. Sam, what about you, fella? Sam the fella, what do you think?
I agree with you that this is kind of not really stacked in any way. I mean, the glitch, typically a very good piece of util, but I'm not seeing a lot of targets that I'm necessarily like looking for if I were running glitch. I guess the mesh shield on the heavy, sure. Yeah, honestly that. I really think Heavy's got a lot to work with here between anti-grav. I mean, the health pool just natively to the class. Lewis gun obviously can rain out some damage as well. Mesh shield, great mitigation. I feel like Heavy is probably what I would lean into here for my comp, and then looking to support them. Granted, we don't have much healing on the board, so.
I was going to say no healing, no Chuck, no H+, no heal beam.
Yeah, it's
Heavy, I mean, to your point, Heavy just for the health pool might be the schmove, right? I think there's going to be a few folks running the light anyway, right? You have dash. Anytime you have dash on light, I think it's just, it's a gimme. People are going to run it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's a comfort pick for sure. Yeah. So, anyways, one thing I guess that we should talk about real quick is the map that we're going to. And fellas, we're going to be seeing Bernal standard issue for the first time this evening. I don't know if that really changes much here, but yeah, I
actually think it does, because there's such a lack of movement on any of these classes that I think we might see maybe a little bit more lights. I think it's possible.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, no pad gate, which I feel like is the bread and butter of Bernal.
Fellas, you didn't even see the best part. Teamwork wins matches. You just said so.
Oh,
shoot. We didn't even talk about that.
I know. I just.
DD, we love you. I promise you we saw it.
Jeez. Well, I guess no one cares anymore. Anyway, we'll come out down a bit. DD, we love you. Look at the comps, though. I think, Cody, you were saying something. Or Sam was saying something. Right. Or DD,
I don't know.
Someone was saying something, but I think I'm right. I mean, no, not really. Never mind. I'm not right. There's a normal amount of individuals on this.
There's a lot of everything. There's all HML and one double heavy light. I feel like, has Jog done anything besides heavy today? I think that man might be heavy.
He was on Revo, sure. I think, last game or whenever the Revo game was, which I think was last game. I don't know. It's all running together. You know how it is around here.
It's all blending together.
Yeah, but he did run Revo. I know that. So
old Jog's swapping things up, but looking at the comps here, these double Lewis's early, right? Jog and Pineapple King, they put a lot of great damage there. You just see at range, right? 2 Lewis is like, what do you really do? Especially if they're calling out targets and shoot people. Really, Lewis is just like the ultimate not SMG, right? Like AR LMG in this game. Like all ranges, gonna be good, always consistent. You know what you're gonna get. It's like a good piece of fast food.
Can you two get a room, you and the Lewis gun? Oh my gosh.
Listen, me and Lewis are best buds. Quiet you. But here comes the nade, a big, is there a frag grenade? There is a frag grenade. Okay, I'm like, where did that come from? Immediately it's a frag grenade. I'm now on loadout duty, loadout police.
You're good.
Running stuff. But Kakashi, you're gonna go ahead and try and do that sucker off. But Sam, just a lot of poking, not a lot of kills right now.
A lot of poking, and you know, like you were saying with the Lewis gun, you know, good at pretty much all ranges, good chip damage, you know, pretty consistent with the recoil pattern. I'd argue that medium and honestly light are kind of the same way. We're rocking the XP54 and the AK. Like, I feel like it's really balanced. It's just really mid for kind of everything that's in the weapon.
It's a battle of the
now.
mid range, man.
It is.
Like Cody said, battle of the mid.
Yeah. Anyways, Kinetic, who has been on fire, honestly, the last 2 days. Gonna look to see what they can make happen here. Gonna find Cortisol lacking there, while Pineapple King's gas grenade's gonna find Kakashi as well. Navy Street gonna go down to Pineapple King, and that is, I think, our first wipe, fellas, onto the live wires as the Kingfish are gonna look to go ahead and plug this.
And blink and you miss it. I didn't even realize that the whole team died. I'm like, live wires, okay, they're fighting. It's 2v3. Kinetic and Cortisol just locking eyes up on top of the building there. What if we held hands on top of the Bernal building? But other side of the map, Big Splash, Boundless duking it out. Utopian with that turret. Terry put in good work, but is it enough for the rest of the fight here? Nope. Answer that myself. No, it's not. But the Res coming out here. Shatter Sniper gets I Like Men back into the fight there. Funny Viscous cosplay on the side of the Heavy. I don't know if you saw that.
I did see that. I thought the same thing. I was like, who's the green Goopa over there on that side? I Like Men, though, going to take down Finn. Going to go ahead and make this a 2v2, but Shattered Sniper almost making it a 1v2 as they lose their head there, but somehow staying alive, continuing to poke. This is a dangerous poke, fella, but nice glitch there. Going to find the damage on the Loopy Survivalist to flip this one around. 3v1 now, as I Like Men's going to take out Second Samurai. Finn, last one remaining on the side of the Big Splash as the Boundless are trying to go ahead and flip this thing around, but a big Pyro Grenade might actually take I Like Men down, and it does. The flip doesn't even come through there. As Finn finds another one. Utopian, last one remaining on the Boundless, and an absolute fumble out of the Boundless. Utopian, frag kill coming in onto Finn. Gotta turn around and start moving for the boxes. The coins have come in out of Loopy Survivalist and Second Samurai, who are now looking to defend that. A frag grenade returning back for the quote-unquote refrag. The term actually making sense for once. It's gonna be Second Samurai finding that pick on the Utopian. Shattered Sniper, last one remaining on the side of the Big Splash, the Boundless, needs to go for a flip here, but the Grav Cube gonna send that one away, and now he's got to take an option here. Do I take down the enemy, or do I get my teammate up? It's gonna be Utopian and Terry taking down Loopy Survivalist there. Second Samurai and Finn, last ones remaining now on the Big Splash, and things are wiped. Second Samurai looking for the exit frag onto Terry to avenge his teammate.
Oh, what a back and forth, man. That's a fight and a half right there. Just the amount of frag grenade kills, I think that's all you're gonna see all year out of every lobby in the finals ever. I think just in that whole engagement. Other side of the map, though, Kingfish getting a free little vault for themselves. Just gonna hoist that one right into there. Don't think anyone's getting that one. So some shmoney to their name. Already a bit of a bloodbath, which is funny because this, again, might be the most balanced loadouts that we're seeing all day, which checks out because we're seeing some pretty balanced fights across the board here.
Yeah.
Kingfish, only one again. The only one off straight away from the MLH that we're starting to know and love just for the last couple, what feels like years in this game, or last year at least. But Kinetic just looking to see if he can get some space with his team. They know that Orange is right under him. They know the Balance is getting that shmoney, but the plug comes out from the Lavars, other side of the map. We'll get back to that in a sec. But here comes the push. Shattered Sniper getting up on the roof, but the barrels, the balloons out of nowhere, gonna blow up Shattered Sniper. Boy, didn't even get to play the dang game. Goo comes out, so does the gas, but Terry also not gonna get anything done here. That sucks. All right, I'm gonna get the sickest flank on the planet, and then you just get a bunch of red barrels. That's
I've got the replay. I got the replay loaded. You know what? We could probably fire it real quick. Let's just take a look real quick. Let's take a look real quick here. So we saw Shattered Sniper trying to go for the push, and look up at the top of your screen here. First gets flashbang, then just gets a red barrel. Sent straight to hell, to be honest with you, with the red barrels. Yeah,
I think
tough day at the office.
No kidding. I think if that happens, this should just honest tally game for you. I think it says you've had enough for today. Let's not have you go full mental boom. But looking at the box again, these grab cubes also putting a lot of work there on these heavies, just going ahead and get it out of the game essentially.
What is? What's going on with the Lewis gun going through the wall? Did you see that? It was
You know,
like
a little bit of clipping.
little jiggle
we
beat
do a
clipping
little-
going on there. It's a little crazy. Anyways,
We do a little clipping.
Kinetic looking to find the last one. Isn't going to actually happen as I Like Min's going to take out Kinetic. Hits the emote. There's still one alive. He's sticking the res right now. Does he actually
hitting
even
the
know
green.
the res does come through onto Jog? It's now 1v2. I Like Min breaking down. The moves need to be breaking their ankles now to stay alive here. And it's not probably going to happen. As unfortunately, the green Koopa
man.
is going to fall there.
Boys doing the victory lap before the race is over.
I'm saying.
Come on now, big fella. You can't do that. But looking at the chapel here, Livewires, some shmoney to their name. They really needed this too. You know, 12K. They're sitting last until like this box here. But other side of the map, there's still time, right? There's still enough time for all the teams to get in on this. Gonna see if the Big Splash can get anything done as well. They're here in this fight. Get big gas grenade, bigger shots from Jog. They will take down Second Samurai. Jog going to reload here. Again, boxes in favor of the King. Not a lot of time left. If teams are going to start doing something, they need to do something now, Sam.
Yeah, Big Splash looking to push in here. And one thing I want to mention real quick while this fight continues on is Navy Street is on the side of the Livewires, the team that's currently only down $1,000. He needs to book a map win here, or else things for his turn at life are going to be looking a lot different coming out of this. Pineapple King looking to prevent the steal, is going to connect there and make sure that one doesn't go through. Now looking to find a second frag onto the Big Splash as Loopy Survivalist is the last one alive, and unfortunately going down to the Pyro Barrel of Finn.
Yeah, this has opened things up a lot, actually. Looking at the money, Kingfish still alive, but there's still plenty of time to get another box plugged here. Looking at the vaults and the cash outs. Other side of the map, and it probably still is fighting for that one. Box has just opened up, so we can start running that one in just a bit. 5 in the hands of Pink. Again, anyone that plugs this, as long as it's not the Kingfish, you know, there's a chance that they can take this one home. If Kingfish gets the plug, it's going to make things a little bit tricky on the finances side. B getting plugged by Cortisol, so that is a current first place. This is how it ends. The Livewires, good shots there. Cortisol is trying to get out of dodge, but it looks like all of orange back up and pushing. What I'm curious about is if this other box here is going to get plugged right in the middle of this fight here. Jog, great damage, laying into that shield of purple. Loopy Survivalist and Second Samurai doing what they can. Loopy goes down, Finn down to 1 HP. It's just up to Jog, but he's got the bullets. I think he can do this. That's one more bullet. Will take him down, but it's not enough. Oh, he doesn't even see him behind him. The regen as well for Finn. Oh, Jog, gotta hit those shots. He does, but the regen and the res. 10 HP for Jog. It's going to be real tough for him to win this one. He is going to get the res, though. But is this box going to get plugged, right? 8 seconds left. I don't know if it's going to happen, Sam.
Yeah, I don't know if this one's going to get plugged. This is probably our final box of the match. I mean, expected to maybe get doubled here if you're the Boundless. Utopian is in control of vault number 6. If anybody's going to double it, it's going to be that guy, and I would watch for the steal attempt right after. He is normally very sneaky with these kind of retakes, so I'm curious to see what happens here. Meanwhile, people are just kind of getting rezzed up on the other side of the arena. We just saw the Big Splash kid a full reset there with the res. Livewire is holding up top, a nice position for themselves here, and the Boundless have unfortunately had quite a few major macro breakdowns. We need them to see if they can make something happen here for things to finally go in favor. He does not even see Navy Street, who's standing there, and he finds a kill with the frag grenade. How does that happen? Navy Street, though, finding the refrag onto Utopia. Kakashi down in critical HP here as he's going to lay in with that AKM.
Steal?
I Like Min going to connect on to Navy Street. The steal does somehow go through for the Boundless. I told you, you got to watch this team. They are sneaky. And Young, just like that, it's going to be the Boundless bringing this one home.
Oh, shambles. Shambles. If you're anyone but orange, a little sneaky, little flipperoo there at the end. Hey, all these teams are fighting. I'm just take this. This belongs to me now. Yeah, good. a little yoink at the end.
I gotta hop in here real quick. Embark, please fix the UI. Whoever's stealing, please.
Yeah, please. Unfortunately, this patch, Embark has broken private matches to where it doesn't always show who is currently stealing the box, which makes things a little
Kind of
scary.
important sometimes.
So yeah.
Yeah, we don't need that. We can just guess.
I tried. I guess
Fine.
wrong.
I guess wrong, but looking at these stats, Finn, I want to point him out for a second because this man has been putting the team on his back 2 matches in a row. One on Vegas, one on here, stats to boot, but just not the wins, unfortunately. Going big, but again, getting that wins all that matters. You can get kills all you want.
Yeah.
But fellas, you think we got time for one more? Or is that all we got?
We have to play one more because look at this, Young. There is a 4-way tie currently for first place.
We have to. Oh, you're right.
We have to. And there's a lot of people tied for second place. So
can you go to that wheel real quick? I want to test something.
Sure, go ahead.
Because they did add the quick spin button. If you click on a class and click quick spin, does that...
So if I click on the class, it automatically spins it. But what I can do is just do one spin. Ignore that. Well, sure. We'll just do heavy first. Why not? There you go. Heavy's getting Shack 50 mesh. This is a big loadout. Hold on.
Dome, mesh, Shack. Wait, that is a big one. We're going to go backwards this time.
Yeah, so Heavy is going to start first here. Okay, let me get this over to the boys.
I already know Heavy's getting in there. That's
Heavy. If you're not running Heavy, you're kind of throwing this match. I'm going to be honest with you. Here we go. Medium. Famas, Helium, Gas. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. I'm not going to lie. That's a good one. I haven't seen a lot of Famas, this season or really even last season. It's kind of fallen away, but curious to see if people can make that one happen. All right, let's take a look at the light, though.
Let's see what we get.
Oh, we finally see a melee.
That had to be one.
Yeah, had to be one. Well, there are some people in this event that I think can make happen with the melee. Utopian, obviously, is pretty disgusting. Normally playing dagger, but he's also great at sword. So
here's the problem: we are on the cloak, not on the dash, the sword. But
you're on sword though.
Maybe that's all he needs. Maybe it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, you are on sword, which kind of has a built-in dash, I guess, to an extent.
Yeah, dash a little bit. But look at these loadouts, man. Shack looking good. I haven't seen Shack today. It's the first time. Famas, same thing for that. It's the first time for really all of these. But man, I think, it might just be double heavy, medium, if not triple heavy. I mean, it's just like you got goo, you got dome, you got mesh on the heavy, pyromine. This could be a triple heavy special. I'm not too sure. Famas, so healing beam, gas, APS, goo. I don't see a ton of value in the APS, right? I think there's... Yeah, I'll get rid of the goo grenade. That's fine. Or run the APS into the mines.
Well, APS, I think, can actually block dome if it rolls too close as well. So
it can do that.
There is, I think, some potential of value, but I do agree with you. I think the heavy is definitely one here. Running triple heavy, I mean, you're probably looking pretty good. My dog is getting very excited, by the way. He's jumping up on the arm. He loves it when the heavy gets good loadout. It's either that or he wants to go out.
It's the last game of the day.
President heavy fan of it.
Yeah. So, this is going to be an interesting one. And one thing I'm looking at real quick is the teams here. So coming into this match, right, we've got 4 people tied for first. Utopian is on team 2. Schizo is on team 4. Shattered is on team 1. And Navy Street is on team 3. So this match will have a first place victor by the end of this. This is quite literally all to play for. Navy Street came out hot with 2 wins, has been a little bit on a lost streak since, but this is his chance to submit victory for first place. And we might have a playoff for second and third, just depending. We may have to see how that goes. Maybe we throw it to like I don't know, a quick cash or something and see what happens. A 1v1v1 quick cash. It'll be pretty interesting. So
if they don't take home the dub, that's the biggest question.
Yeah,
we gotta see what's gonna happen there. But yeah, I think actually, let me start with Cody. What do you think we're seeing? Right, we got the Shack. I'm a big believer we're gonna be seeing a bunch of big fellas, a bunch of grass-fed boys run around the arena.
Yeah. So honestly, I think with all the mines and everything that's going on, I don't think we'll see a sword. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Yuto's gonna run it because he's a silly little guy. But I don't know if we're actually going to really see sword get that much usage. The heavy class is just so good here. I mean, it is kind of insane. The Shack, the dome, the mesh, the goo, the pyro. I mean, almost as good as it gets. I'm not going to lie. And medium ain't too far behind. You got healing beam, Famas, also goo grenade, APS. Just saying. Might be kind of crazy, but if you're cracked enough, which I think Utopian is, I think he can kind of run away with the light loadout here. I mean, there's kind of no way to shut him down. Especially with the H+, Healing might be pretty fire. So we'll have to see. We might see one light, but I don't think we'll see a lot.
Yeah. I agree with you. A lot of healing in this lobby too, between the H plus and the heal beam. So yeah, I'm with you on that. It's going to be interesting. I'm definitely curious.
Well,
I mean, I think it's going to be a
make
fun
it
one.
Extra interesting. The map, guys. Do you want to take a guess at what map it is without looking at the screen that's right in front of you?
I didn't look.
Okay.
Young,
I
you
haven't
take the
looked.
guess.
I'm gonna guess the wacky world of Sis Horizon. My guess.
You're really close.
Are we going to Zombie?
Yeah, no.
No.
Sam, take a guess.
I lied. I did accidentally look. I'm sorry.
Shut
So
Shut
yeah,
up. I don't
that's
even
all
know. I
right.
don't
Sorry.
care
We
anymore.
are. I won't
it's
steal
under
the thunder.
construction. It's fine. I stole it. It's still under
Yeah.
construction.
Not like you sold it.
Yeah. It's sold.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, without further ado, let's get this thing, the show on the road, if we will, because somebody is taking home half of $190 after this match. I'll tell you what, I'll add another 10. We'll bump it to 200. Why not? Go ahead and take it to 200. Somebody's
bro's got
walking home
money
with
or something.
100 smackaroons after this match. Definitely curious to see you on that one. I'm still thinking in my head, how are we going to decide between second and third place is the thing. We'll figure that out when we get there, I guess.
You know what? We'll get there when we get there. Could be counting kills. We'll have to go back to the VOD. You know, we'll figure something out.
We could go off of win-loss. That is an option. We have the win-loss records, which is definitely doable. We could see where we're at. If it's tied at that point, maybe a 1v1 real quick to do a decider or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Should be a good one, though. Should be a good one. Again, Soul, I'll say this. Soul under construction. I'm going to guess Yuto's running the sword. Man said you in for a show, boys, in Twitch chat. So I'm guessing.
Yep.
It's probably going to be that. I was going to say Soul under construction. Not a place to see the sword really ever. You know, it's just... You can't really hold range with the sword. Fun fact. Don't know if you knew that one, fellas. But yeah, the FAMAS I think could go super well here. Shaq 50 again, great at pretty much all ranges. You know, that mid to close range, obviously, I think Soul surprisingly seems to be a lot more of a close range map because people are always fighting construction or always fighting on mall or hospital, right? I think there's that weird mid-range of trying to get to those POIs. Well, you know what? I could be completely wrong. Well, just looking at what's in front of us here.
Yeah, this is certainly interesting. Triple sword out of the Boundless. And this is Utopian's potential tournament win here. If he could do it on the cloak sword, I mean, that I feel like is justified. I mean, that's also just very classic of him. I feel like he's normally a cloak and dagger main in Pugs. So, I mean, does it really change a lot when you're on the sword at that point? I'm not really sure. If you're on cloak sword specifically.
You know, I want to see it work. There's a lot of big fellas in this lobby, my boys. A lot of big fellas. Double heavy medium, double heavy medium, double heavy medium, triple light. Would you look at that? So we're gonna have to see, can they make something happen here? I gotta say the skins looking very nice. I do love the medieval skins. I think they're great. I do wish we did get a cash out map. Hey, we can't get everything, but starting off this box, Yuto and Co. Gonna go ahead and put a little breach charge on it. See if we can bait the other team out there. Again, no range for these fellas. They are just playing swords only. I mean, if they can play together, single out a target, maybe it'll go well. Shots are ringing out there. I'm not so sure how this fight's gonna go, I'll be honest, because again, they don't have a gate. They are lights. They can kind of run with it. Again, it looks like purple, big splash, just gonna try and hold it down. Like, they don't really have to move too far, right? Okay, well, where are you gonna go? The box has to go up to construction anyway.
Yeah, I'm curious what Kinetic's shooting at there. Just kind of firing into the dish. I mean, I get it. You know, cut the cable, go YouTube TV or whatever at that point. Not sponsored. I mean, but, you know, YouTube, if you want to throw us a little contract, we got you. Anyways, Kinetic, just looking for some information on the Boundless, and the Boundless looking for information on the Big Splash, I guess. Nobody really in a rush here to make something happen. This is an interesting play.
They're sending the box away.
Yeah, it looks like they sent it onto the triangle pad. I don't know if they know that pink is over here. Maybe they do, that it got plugged. Wow, listen, I have no idea what the macro play is. I'm gonna be honest. This is something unseen territory. It looks like they're just gonna go ahead and try to play for the double off rip. I just saw the one land right next to B. Livewire saying we don't want any of that, and I'm wondering if it's sinking in for these players that $100 is on the line for whoever wins this game. By the way, I like Min finding 2, Firo finding the 3rd. That's the Boundless getting wiped. Unfortunately, the Swords not really going to be finding much here, but here we go. The fight finally breaking out here as gas is ringing in. Cortisol on the lift, looking to find some sort of damage there. Unfortunately, it's not going to connect. And right now, they're falling into the hands of the Kingfish as Pineapple King trying to run away here, but the Livewire is looking to take him down as well. Somehow he's making it out with his life. Jog down to half health. The double now coming in for the big splash, and steal attempt starting up here. And just like that, everybody's starting to shift their focus over towards the big splash. Steal was not successful there as a Pyro Mine unfortunately claims the lives of teammate Firo from I Like Min. Kinetic, though, gonna find a pick on to Shattered Sniper. Pineapple King, the last one remaining on the side of the Kingfish. Now, it is a 1v1v2 situation in favor of the Livewires, who currently control cash out B Young. And Loopy finally getting into the mix with that sword. Unfortunately, it isn't going to be enough there as Kinetic's going to take care of that one. But the trade out now for Second Samurai going to come through as he shows what he is with the Blade Master there himself. Navy Street, though, taking that triangle pad over, going to look to probably collapse onto the Boundless here as time is dwindling away. 16K looking more and more likely to be going to the purse of the Livewires. Jog raining in some damage onto Cortisol here. Cash out dwindling away, and it's looking like it's going to be going to the Livewires, Young.
Navy Street stonks are up, right? I think in the grand scheme of things, right, that for the tournament's winnings, Navy Street's loving this, right? Free box, everyone fights for it. A bit of a questionable choice, right, to go triple sword. I know they want to put on a little show. Appreciate that. But looking at the next spawn here, great. I mean, the Livewire is getting gifted everything, right? They got 4 right here. They're right at hospital. It's kind of just handing it on a silver plate. Hey, here's some extra points for you guys. Hey, here's $100 for Navy Street. Again, I don't think a team's gonna spawn there. No, they're already across. So this is already a freebie for the Livewires. It really is going to be, are we going to see another double coming here, right? Because the team's already this far behind, and the Livewires on hospital, right? They're just getting that much farther ahead. The tempo's already out of whack, right? Teams are still fighting. I would be remiss if somehow the Livewires loses this at this point.
Yeah, things are looking more and more up for the Livewires by the second. You can go ahead and put that on, what is it, Kalshi or whatever, if you're betting futures for the Livewires here. I like Min finding the pick on to Jog, though. The Boundless unfortunately getting the feet swept out from under them. That's another wipe for the triple sword crew. It's not really going the way that they planned for it to, as Shattered Sniper is going to get the res on the Pineapple King, and the Kingfish going to look to go ahead and continue this fight onto the big splash, in fact. But Shattered Sniper taking a lot of damage and not really returning any back there. It's now just Pineapple King on the side of the Kingfish, who kind of has to make a miracle happen, I feel like, for the to win this fight and flip it on its head.
Even positioning wise, like if you look at the big splash, they're all out there playing together. Like no one's really challenging them. I'd be more curious on, is anyone actually gonna go over to hospital? Like it's a hell of a push to even get there, but at this point it's like if you want any chance to win, even look at the position here. They're just waiting on top. They're on that corner of the roof. They're waiting, but luckily the cloaks are maybe gonna get them across there. They are gonna go ahead and spot one. Will the rest survive? Scatter, boys, run. Well, at least 2 got across. 2 of the swords did make it across, but is there even enough time for them to coin back in? 20 seconds and then the time to steal, or, you know, is he even going to get the cross? Who knows? But, yeah, this is looking real good for Livewires. I think there's, like I said, I don't really know if there's any way that they're going to lose this one. Or we're seeing something going on with the breach charges, you know.
6 on the stairs. I don't even know how much damage those breach charges do. Like, can 6 of them even convert into a kill? I genuinely don't know the numbers on it. However, Boundless getting a drop here. Fortunately, they have no way of actually moving the box, and the live wires are death staring at it. So, yeah, Young, I agree with you. I think this is going to be going to the live wires. They're going to continue to extend their lead up to 39,000. And something to kind of note out here, the Boundless are in a spot where, honestly, if the live wires tap and get a plug, it might not be enough for even 36K to catch the Boundless up.
Yeah, if I'm the live wires, I'll tap the box and I'll just hold it for 2 minutes. You know, I think if there's a world where, yeah, we don't even play for it. Like, we'll take this back over to hospital or go play somewhere else and just have one box and play. I'd say that. Kingfish, they're one condition. They need the plug at this point, right? They need to get a plug. They need to do something. Or someone gets the double and steals it. I mean, it's going to get doubled. Like, I think there's a very real chance here that it's just going to happen. Right? B or A, wherever you want to take it, fellas. Doesn't really matter. Or here we go. The run. And if I'm anyone in this lobby, I think it is okay. We work together. We got to get both these boxes over, right? Start fighting after. Play nice for a little bit, but obviously if you're the live wires, you don't want that. Here they come over here trying to get the stall on the 6. They want this money, but low grab might be not doing them a huge favor. They are going to go ahead and take this money back out. I wonder if they are just going to run it away or try and get the plug. They are second, technically, so maybe they do want the plug here, but low grab, big old jump, gonna hit the skybox. 2 boxes in play. This is great if you're on the side of the live wires. Doesn't mean they're going to win just yet. Again, they still need to secure this box. Kingfish really sitting pretty here too. Again, they're just sitting on their own little box here. They got time, right? They're boxing shit up. They might have enough time to come over here and try and get some kills. But Cortisol Navy Street gonna hold this one down. I hate to say it, fellas, the triple sword might not be the smooth.
Yeah, I think the cloak triple sword just didn't quite cut it here. And something to note as well is this is regular cash out rules, so wiping doesn't even like affect your money. This is quite literally the live wires game to lose, and it looks like they are not going to be doing that as they continue to put out a ton of damage. Navy Street taking one down before he goes down. Cortisol finding another one onto the big splash now as the res from Furio comes out onto Kinetic. Splitting the box here, typically something that you don't do in first place, I feel like. Normally you just kind of camp the box and then do whatever you want afterwards, but it's working out for him. This is a great macro play out of the live wires. It's kind of sealed the deal, Young.
Yeah, only way they can lose this is if the Kingfish are able to get this, right? And I think they realize that where Kingfish need to play for both boxes. They've left theirs entirely. They are going for the steal. Are they going to get the flip? Wait a minute. Okay. Well, this kind of changes things a little bit. And looking at it, live wires are down 1. So now this really is the Kingfish's game to lose. What just happened, fellas? Okay. If I'm on the king of the live wires, like my goal right now is, okay, we just defend this box, right? If they only had the 1, they wouldn't have the money for it. Here comes the steal once again. I don't think this is going in anyone else's hands. That's a wide. Live wires are out of this. Orange is out of this. It's just up to Kinetic and Sam and Cody, just like that. The one thing that the live wires had to not do, the little fumble that really did them in. The Kingfish getting both boxes, taking things home, and that means who's taking home the big 100, Sam?
Young, that means Shattered Sniper is going to be your TFC April Fool's Day slot showdown champion. They're going to be taking home 100 bones as they topple the queue. 3 wins. That's it. Yeah, big performance out of them. I mean, maybe that was Caster's Cursed. I don't know. I mean, I did say it was their game to lose, and then they completely fumbled it right there at the end.
Listen, no, Eddie, how do I even put it this way? I'll have to go back and watch, because if I'm on the live wires, right, your whole goal, defend the box with your life, play time, right? There's all these teams up. I don't know if there was a little third-party action that took out the live wires or not. But even stats-wise, yeah, Orange, we won't talk about it. We won't talk about the scorelines on the triple sword. But again, Jog going big, 9-3-4. This man always putting up some numbers. We've come to know from that man. Shatter Sniper, we won't talk about the 1-8. Don't worry about that.
That's all right, because they're collecting $100 for their
They-
personal
listen.
purse out in the meat space.
Hey, listen,
Go on and eat all day
sometimes-
long if you're collecting 100 bones at the end of it.
Sometimes the carry will get you there. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
2,500 support, though, I did see in chat. Yeah, I mean, that could have been the difference maker for them to secure that cash out and bring it home. I'm waiting on the leaderboard to update here real quick, but we can go ahead and credit them that third win. Once again, it was coming down to the win-loss for the tiebreaker. So Skizzo going to be taking home second place, and Utopian and Navy Street actually are tied for third, by the way.
We'll see. Yeah, I gotta see if.
There we go. No, never mind. It is not a tie. Sorry, Pineapple King is gonna lock in third. I don't even know, were they in that match? They might not have been. That actually, wait, that could have been tournament macro for them.
They were. I think they were in that match. Yeah.
Okay, they were. Yeah, they were. They were on team one. Yeah, they booked the win alongside Shattered Snipers. So that win brings Pineapple King to third place. So, ladies and gentlemen, there is your top three for the slot showdown. Shattered Sniper coming in first. Skizzo second place. Pineapple King coming in third.
Yeah. Heck of a day. You know, super close at the end there. I think we've lost our.
We've lost our coach.
That's okay. That's okay. Fella, fun day matches. I do enjoy me spinning that wheel. You know, I love a little gamba. But fun to see that. I think even in this setting, hopefully it was fun for the players, right? Hopefully it was something that was enjoyable to watch. I don't want to spoil nothing, but we got some plans maybe
We do.
to do this again.
Yeah, this would be awesome to run it back. I mean, this was fun. Like, shout out, first of all, shout out TFC community. I mean, I say I love you guys all the time, but like, I literally was in a work meeting and people were like, hey, we should do an April Fool's like PUGs event. I was like, okay. And then all of a sudden you had a prize pool going. I wasn't even involved in this, okay? And I was like, all right, I got to finish this meeting. I'll see what I can cook up. And shout out to Young for coming in with the assist here on the casting desk today and putting up with the production mishaps. But I think we've got it locked now. Google Meet saving the day. Who would have thought?
Honestly, coming in clutch. Not usually a Google Meet user.
I'm not either, but yeah, the Alphabet company looking to do pretty good work there. And again, shout out to Shattered Sniper, Skizzo, and Pineapple King, and everybody who's participated in PUGs these last few weeks. We've had them week over week. Normally, we run these only on Tuesday nights from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you are in the TFC Discord. You can type in ! Discord or go to tfcgg.com/Discord to get in the community. I think we even maybe, perhaps, perchance, maybe, or not. Never mind. We're not at 600 members. We're close. 587, in fact. So we're getting there. Goal is 1,000 by the end of the year. And stay tuned very, very soon for another event in our future. We're going to be rating this thing out, so please stick around and show some love to whoever we send it over to. And catch you guys soon. See you.